I'm excited. Oh, it says we're live.
I know we are live.
Oh, we're starting soon.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, let me put on a little bit of this.
Oh yeah, you're coming over here.
Sorry.
I feel like I've been hit by a double-decker bus today. I'm tired. Thanks, girl. Thanks, girl.
Thanks, girl.
I said like 700. Something crazy. Some crazy number.
700's pretty great.
I don't think it was 700. That's a hyperbole.
700's great.
That's a hyperbolic.
That's a hyperbolic.
That's
Mama,
Miss Bollock.
That's hyperbolic.
That's Miss Bollock. She's hyper.
Mama, hyperbolic when I do.
I have some of these. I'm just realizing I have some of these things from Maple.
My shoulder hurts today.
I'm good.
Okay, now we're live on TikTok too.
Woo!
Wait, we love a behind the scenes audio overlay. Are they hearing us right now?
Ah!
Oh.
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 Hey, queens!
That would be the best therapy.
Is that right? Oh, it is. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off.
Hey, y'all!
Hey, y'all.
Give me a minute.
See you in a couple
I gotta pee.
minutes.
Wait, how do I? We're keeping it on for today. I need to.
Right.
I'll figure that out later.
Anybody got a joke?
So, hey guys, now you're getting a little behind the scenes. We're getting ready. It really is giving podcast right now.
Oh, shoot.
What? Oh, I moved it to you.
How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing out there?
Wait, this music must be crazy with the other music for the starting soon.
Oh, true. Turn it off.
How? Oh, me.
Oh, turn off the music, okay. Okay, I'll turn off the music for y'all. Welcome, everybody, to the pre-show.
Do some ASMR. Okay.
Are you ready for a show? That was supposed to be me eating stuff.
They usually sit in silence. So,
What, the ASMR people?
no, people watching. They're starting to speak. Not sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, if I do this dance, you see on TikTok?
Of course. Well, let's see it.
Hey guys, if you're just joining us, you're getting an audio preview because we forgot to turn the audio off on this. Jack is going to the bathroom. We'll be with you soon.
You're so good at it.
I've only watched it once. I'll book already.
What was the song you were singing earlier?
What?
What was the song you were singing earlier when I got here?
What's the song I was singing earlier?
Like you, Eamon, and Jack were all singing about
Was it, it was some sort of, like, pop EDM. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like,
it. You think I'm gonna feel it?
Yeah.
What the hell is going on over here?
We're using a new system. Wait, why don't we turn the audio off?
If Jack didn't know how, you think I know how?
Well, I think Jack knows how.
Oh. To turn the audio off? Oh, wait. Bye. Okay, never mind. Jack's afraid.
Jack's afraid. Hey guys, if you're just joining us, we're getting ready. Jack's done peeing, and we're about to start the show. Did you just mute it, or did you? I don't think she used this level. Oh.
Negative 16. You see
Hey
what I mean?
Yeah, I
guys.
see what you mean. I see what you mean.
I think let's just go for it.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hold on, I need to figure out. Okay, what am I dealing with here? So I changed the scenes over here. Here
Yep.
and. what
Nope,
was
that's
that?
all you have to do. It'll automatically, they're
Okay.
connected. Yeah.
And then what's over here?
So over there, you should have the chat with a different tab. You can go to the YouTube Studio.
Which you don't need to do.
Well, if you want to see the connection or something. Like,
And then
But I don't
and then there's the TikTok live chat also on a different.
think here.
No, that'll be just on a
Over here.
website. Yeah.
Oh.
and then on a different tab, you should have Jack Dodge's social security number, which is 448.
Wait,
Little chats like this.
people are joining our chat. Won't work. Okay, I don't know. I just find this funny.
On TikTok.
No, it's pretty awesome.
We have a live. Oh wait, can I tell a story about a live mic before we go on? I went
But
to.
if this is all I need, I'm sorry. if this
That's
is
all
I
you need to switch scenes.
Okay,
Yep.
then I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna
I went to go see. I was at a conference and Camila Cabello was speaking. And it was-
Speaking, not singing?
Speaking was hosted by Spotify. She was talking about like music.
Okay.
And the Spotify woman, she's just like a regular director of brand marketing.
Okay.
She's so nervous doing this like
Really?
first 5 minutes being like, and then
It's
she
Camila.
and she's like, and welcome Camila Cabello. And then she goes
Camila.
backstage and she goes, did you hear my voice? Live mic,
Oh,
louder than it's ever
no.
been.
Oh my god, that's what
Did
we're
you
like right
hear
now.
me? I was so nervous. And then
Oh.
Camila Cabello goes up and is like, that wasn't me. I did not say those things backstage. I didn't have the hot mic. Like this woman did already have like the worst trauma that she's ever had. This like
Oh my god,
hottest
that's
mic
wild.
out
Damn.
backstage.
The hottest.
The hottest mic. Okay, Macy,
Anyway.
how are you doing on OBS?
Yeah, sorry, I was getting all the little chats so I can see.
And if that girl is watching,
Right
hey
now.
girl.
Hey Lisa, hey Austin.
Hey, everyone on TikTok as well. We're
Yeah.
dealing with obviously clearly some tech
Some stuff.
spinning many plates, but we're about to go.
I'd say we
Whoa.
start.
Okay.
Let's go.
You would say that. Yeah, I'm working on some stuff. I'm all into it.
It's so true. Like life over here, away from the computer.
You're like, why aren't we
I have
going?
nothing.
That's why I was sitting over there and I was like, you guys.
Get started.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm like,
All right, I'm going into 3,
Two.
2, 4.
Okay, we have faces.
Hey.
hey.
Welcome.
Our
Welcome.
camera that way. Jack a little bit, yeah, like that.
This one?
Mm-hmm. Just a little teeny bit, a little back a little bit. Split it up. Perfect.
Welcome to Please Don't Kill Us, Battle for the Burrow, episode 4. Hey everyone! Did you love our little audio preview? That leads us to our first announcement, which is that we've been having some tech changes up in here. One of which is that we're using OBS Studio instead of Streamlabs. Whatever, we don't need to get into it. But new Ethernet. Hopefully our Wi-Fi issues are solved.
Those are so.
In the
That's
past,
so
that's so the
yesterday.
old us. Yeah.
yeah. How's music?
How is
Because
music?
I just realized
House
I forgot to listen to the recording I did of the music.
That's okay. Tell us if the music's
Whatever.
too loud, if it's too soft. But welcome to Please Don't Kill Us. It is the D&D live stream show where you decide what happens. And we're going to go to a little test if you're just joining us for the first time, or if you're on TikTok, because we're dual streaming on TikTok as well. Come on over to YouTube, which I think is illegal for me to say on TikTok, but come on over
YT,
to YouTube. YT, where you can vote. And we're going to go to our first crossroads, which is who becomes the soothsayer? Exclamation point vote Jack or exclamation point vote Jordan?
The soothsayer.
Soothsayer.
But of course.
What do we think?
And while you guys are voting, and that is in the YouTube chat, !vote Jack or !vote Jordan, capital J's, and whoever wins this will become the soothsayer. I will explain what that means. But we have 30 seconds left. While that happens, let's do some announcements. Firstly, Mini of the Month.
Oh,
Mini of the Month. Mini of the Month. You want it?
I want it.
Okay. We pick our Mini of the Month for our patrons. If you are a patron, thank you so much for supporting us. If you're not a patron, please join us on Patreon. Jack, why don't you go and shout out our patrons before we choose our Mini of the Month?
Shout out to Airy Moonspirit, Austin Bigging Bad, Hannah Mackenzie, Georgia, Haley, Elisa, Julissa, Kennedy, Barron, Henry, Zane, Pablo, Mary, Ryan, Melissa, Dunkstu, Laura, Yoel, Kelsey, and Shelby.
And why don't you go ahead and write Shelby C, our new patron, who has been added to the Mini of the Month bucket.
The pool.
Every month we pick one of our patrons and we send them a mini. A lot of times it's painted by us in a Patreon exclusive live stream. Me and Jordan painted a bunch the other
Super
month.
fun.
So why don't we pull?
So one of these people are gonna win. Oh,
So,
what?
go ahead.
So,
Well, of course we're picking from the Dune 2 promotional bucket.
Yeah. Okay. Our lucky winner is Julissa. of
Julissa, who we love.
course. Who we love.
I think
Congrats.
Julissa was picked at like the tail end of our last pool.
Yes,
So
I
they're gonna
actually-
get like a couple back to back.
I actually
That's
think
really
it's
nice.
doing ladder. I think it was Julissa, Alyssa, Julissa.
No way.
Maybe
Julissa's
I'm crazy,
here.
but
hey,
Julissa, you just won!
Congrats!
And Julissa confirmed something that Elisa is seeing, which is lagginess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I said I'll bring it to the attention of the execs.
How
Okay, lagginess. How
I'm
laggy?
actually seeing it right here too.
What's it looking like?
Let me refresh my version. Is our audio laggy? Question mark. Because what I'm seeing is actually frozen.
Work.
Frozen team.
It's so weird because my audio speed test on my phone is just through the roof.
It might be this dual streaming on TikTok.
Well, do you know what? TikTok seems to be doing fine.
I wonder if it's prioritizing
Fascinating.
TikTok. Sound off in the chat.
Julissa
What is
and
the?
Elisa, like, pretty laggy, unfortunately. Yeah, what I'm seeing is like frozen. Let me ask you,
Yeah, it's like
audio-wise, is it frozen as well? Let me ask.
Probably.
Type that in the chat.
Oh, I said audio.
Jack, is there a way to just turn? Oh, audio's good.
Audio working fine, video is bad.
Is
Okay.
there a way to just turn
off TikTok?
TikTok.
Let me get in there. You want to switch places for a minute?
Yep. I mean, this isn't like particularly helpful, but I don't think that it's TikTok since like
Oh, you
this
don't?
happens when we go live sometimes.
I know,
without
it's so
TikTok.
weird on TikTok. It is.
You know what I mean? Like this happens.
So
with
normal.
concerts And, like,
It's happening on OBS.
No.
It's happening on YouTube.
Okay.
On
But
TikTok,
let's
it's
just
not.
try it anyway.
Well, clearly we told ya tech was in
We
flux.
have 39 viewers on TikTok. Oh my God.
Fantastic
Well, bye, guys.
news.
Well,
Are you turning it off?
Shouldn't I, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think that.
Do just an audio, a speed test on the computer though, just in case.
I don't think it's a Wi-Fi issue though. Anyway, y'all, sorry. I'm gonna leave you to that, Jack, while I do some announcements, if the audio's still working.
Speed's good on here, but let's see. Upload. Speed's fine on here. It's
Okay.
great,
Give it a
actually.
sec, Ben. Like I feel like.
It's so weird.
TikTok is off and we are
No,
still...
I'm still.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to turn off TikTok? I'm gonna.
Yeah, there is a thing on PCs that like prioritizes things. I wonder if it is. I don't know.
Boom. I'm going to go to stream. For OBS. Turn this
Thank you guys for sticking with us.
on. No, it's off, so I don't know if it'll change, but. Audio's still good. It's so interesting.
And video's not so good.
Yeah.
Could we actually just close out now, like all Chrome stuff? Because that also might be using processing power. Sorry, you guys. This sucks that our tech has been so weird, but I am going to make some announcements. Just
I think you should.
yeah, just audio-wise, even if you still can't see us, or if we're slow. There are new character images. Thank you to Aaron, the Dungeon Master, on our Discord. All of our images are now in. Goodbye, AI. We have sworn off the AI lifestyle because it seems like none of them are morally just, and we love supporting artists. So, yeah, thank you to Aaron. They look awesome. And please go visit. You can find Aaron the Dungeon Master on our Discord, but also on Start Playing. Aaron the Dungeon Master obviously is a Dungeon Master, so go play in Aaron's games. Update from you, Jack. How's it looking?
Not different.
Okay.
Well, actually,
Different.
I don't know. Maybe. Seems like you're moving now.
What if I do a little bit of this? Dun, 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 dun. Well.
We might have to wait.
Okay. I have more announcements, and I will give them.
I think we're gonna have to repeat all these anyway. Probably.
Will we? But I
Yeah,
think
because we have to give him a shout out. That's like.
Oh, but I think the audio is good.
Oh, I still think that he
Like, I think it should be clean to listen to him, you know? Like,
Yeah. True. Okay.
Okay, I think we're good.
We're good.
I think we're good.
Video and audio
Video looks
wise.
good. Okay.
All right,
we're good.
players. So you think it was TikTok?
I don't know.
That's my best guess, I guess, because our
Internet's
speeds are
great.
actually fine. Yeah.
Y'all,
Hey!
this is the live life.
We're still working through things.
Yes, we're obviously still working through things. Speaking of working through things, you guys, at least, hey, now we're doing well. We're figuring out some stuff. The next announcement is about Monster Hearts Part 2. Monster Hearts Isabel's one-shot was, we played the whole thing. The tech wasn't working, and we did record it. Something went crazy, only half of it recorded. Monster Hearts is happening again. The cat's out of the bag. Daryl from Barbie is playing. Annie from many of our games is playing. And Victoria Pedretti from Fame, from YouTube, or from movies and
TV.
such, is playing. So that's going to be happening Monday, October 14th, 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a little earlier for that overseas crowd.
oh.
Y'all are gonna love that. Oh, and Macy, of course.
I
Sorry.
can't play through to 7.
Sorry. Oh,
That's news to me. But
oh,
I'll watch.
shoot.
Yeah, I'll text as well. We'll figure
Okay.
it out.
Okay. Well, that's it. Except for, once again, I'm gonna shout out Aaron the Dungeon Master for doing our new character images. Thank you so much.
They look so
They
good.
look so amazing.
Yes, if you need character art, go to Instagram/impcraftdm, and also that's in the description, and commission Aaron. Super easy to work with, great art, loved it.
Yeah. Well, back to our little crossroads we did. It was a tie. Jack and Jordan, who becomes the soothsayer. So I'm going to take this to Macy and ask Macy who becomes the soothsayer.
What's a soothsayer?
I'm going to leave that to be a secret.
I think Jack's a soothsayer.
Jack becomes...
I just soothed.
Yeah, you're
computer.
Yeah,
you soothed
true.
me.
So Jack,
Sorry.
today...
No, it's okay. I don't want to.
Jack, today you are the soothsayer. Every time you roll, you have to guess what the roll is going to be. If you get it right, something will happen.
If I get it wrong, nothing happens.
That is the information you have.
Whoa.
So before you roll, every roll,
Okay.
Go
That's
ahead
exciting.
and give me a guess on what
Okay.
it's gonna be.
Okay, fantastic.
I love to gamble.
In the meantime, let's get this roaster cooking. Let's go to that intro video, and I'm so glad we're back, and let's do it.
Love y'all.
Love ya.
Cheers to love ya. Can they hear
Yes.
us? Yes,
Yes,
they
they
can. Can they hear us?
So many things are
Yes,
happening.
they can.
Well, enjoy the
How
intro
about this?
video.
Boom, 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 boom.
The music's playing too, it seems.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
It's just that our
If you can hear this, Eric goes back all the time and watches the clip of us leaving the sound on while you guys were gone. Where we're like, okay, we gotta figure this out. Go to the intro music. Oh, God. All right, Carl.
All right. 2, 1. All right, we are back, you guys. So I'm gonna start with a warm up. Everyone, if you could close your eyes. Macy, you can finish typing. Let's get back into these characters. It's been quite a bit because of the tech issues. We're back. So let's go physical. First, I want to ask, what do your eyes look like? What color are they? What shape are your eyes? Do you like your eyes? Do you have huge long lashes? Do you have bags around your eyes? Yeah. What do your eyes look like? And then I'm gonna go behind those eyes, right? What's going on behind your eyes? When you opened your eyes this morning, was it a shock to be where you are in this strange land with strange people? And what is really on the top of your mind behind your eyes? And speaking of these strange people, what is one hope that you have in a connection that you have here? It could be with somebody that you're traveling with, the people that you have been working with, or are you searching for a connection somewhere else? What do you want to learn more about from somebody? Do you want to ask them something specific? Distance yourself from them? Think about your relationships and how they've changed over this past day and a half, really, since you have reached this strange land. And as you do that, I'm going to recap where we're at. Yesterday night, our party boarded the Blissful Bunny, an illegal drug ship off the coast of Port Koth. They met its ragtag crew, a Yuanti named Asana, Harengon triplets, a bass-playing satyr, and, of course, the leader of the Blissful Bunny and the man they came to see, an excitable Harengon named Jonah Flops. Securing an appointment with Johnny took time, and they filled it by performing in the entertainment hall and witnessing mediocre impressions by a Tabaxi who Vibrant noticed had a suspicion weapon at his side.
What?
Later, in Johnny's office, they made a deal. In exchange for information on their missing friend Eb, they would help Johnny by delivering a mysterious package to somebody named Oola in Kihoj. Johnny told them that recently Eb had snuck onto the Blissful Bunny in the middle of the night with demands to meet with Johnny immediately, persuading him with the intrigue of having his brother Jonah Flops' necklace in hand. He said Jonah was in trouble and that he needed to get to Kihoj as fast as possible. He needed a ship. But Johnny told Eb the same thing he told the party, that travel by ship was a death wish. It brings you too close to the southern tip of Ter Rana. Better to go by balloon, over the Saffron Sands, a mysterious, sprawling desert to the north. Johnny offered to write both Eb and the party notes to a friend named Scarda, who owned a balloon business at Port Koth's main gate. Now, during this meeting, a shout erupted from the main deck. Boats! Boats! And the Blissful Bunny went silent as several smaller vessels sailed dangerously close to the invisible ship. The figures on the boats wore uniforms, half red, half brown. Scouting ships from Mount Koth, a fierce-looking Leonin at the front of one of them. After the coast was clear, everyone went to bed below deck. And in the middle of the night, Eve awoke to serpentine eyes staring at her from her doorway. She stormed out of the room and confronted the culprit, Asana, who claimed she reminded her of her daughter, Teti, and asked, "Does she speak to you?" Morning came, and by the request of Jonah Flops, Asana escorted the party across the water, through town, and to the front gate of Port Koth, where, to the party's surprise, the guards were not checking identification paperwork. Making their way through the gate and onto the red-tinged sands, the party looks up and sees balloons of all shapes and colors rising into the air. The blazing sunlight streaming through and around the balloon's silhouette. You all can open your eyes. As you make your way out of Port Koth's main gate, you look across the sands, and Asana is leading you. And immediately as you look out, you see a couple things, right? You see a house, basically a small shack. And behind it, you see this sort of leather balloon, sort of connected to the house in some ways. And you see that's where Asana is sort of taking you down. But everyone make a perception check.
I think it's going to be a 14.
Fantastic.
Am I assuming what I get on here or with my bonuses?
Just on the dice itself,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, then I think I'm going to get a 12. No. I got a 5.
A 5.
12.
22.
22.
Woo!
So Vibrant,
Yes.
you notice across the sands, to your right, you see over the dunes, you see some figures, some silhouettes, silhouetted in the sun, rising over the dunes. They're on these smooth wood boards, and there's a huge wooden stick on the back. And there's a giant sort of sideways fan that when they pull a string, it propelling them along the dunes. And you see these two boards come over the dunes, and that these two people are in half brown, half maroon, as they go over the sands. And
Oh, that's like
Oh,
the
that's the.
law enforcement kind of vibe.
you see Asana notice this too, and she says, "Shit, Mounties everywhere today. I'm gonna have to go." And she puts a hood over her head. Here. And she hands you, Vibrant, this letter. It's from Johnny. Give that to Scarda. He'll give you a balloon.
Scarda. Yes.
Yes, he's in the house there.
Oh,
The flying snake.
but I'm also saying yes to you. I'll absolutely do that.
All right. It was nice to meet you all. And she takes out this bag, and from it she pulls out a live snake as it wriggles around. I'm going to go to the killers and ask, who does it try to bite? Vibrant or Tybalt? Exclamation point vote Vibrant or exclamation point vote Tybalt?
You're in the clear today.
Yeah. I'm just not.
So, you said that Asana's daughter was named Teti.
Teti! Oh my god, true! Just like that was the
Teti.
That's
That was
the-
the Yeti that I
Yeti.
played
Yeti.
in our Christmas.
yes! Oh my god, I
Special,
totally
yeah.
forgot about that. But yes,
One
she
shot, 2 years
is.
in a row now. 2 shot.
Wait.
Did you
I
play
also-
Teti in the Hunger Games? No.
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 I also just realized I was sitting here. Actually, since I got here, I've been like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Character sheet.
Oh, there we go.
But fortunately, I have it on my phone. But I was sitting here and you said perception.
Do you want
check.
Jack
I was
to
like,
go get
there?
it?
No, on my phone.
But
no,
do you want?
I use mine on the iPad.
Oh.
On my iPad.
Work.
Anyway, fortunately, we live in the modern age. And I was able to
Okay,
get it.
that's going to be giving Tybalt. So Tybalt, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, I think it's gonna be an 8. Natural 20.
I also got a natural 20. But
Battle
because
die?
it's a saving throw, I think you...
What did you roll for then?
Well, I rolled to hit, but you dodged.
I see.
I rolled how dexterous the snake was. I don't know. But it's going to come out and miss you, and immediately it is going to crawl up to you, Eve, and it starts wrapping around your leg. But roll an insight check. You get the sense that this snake is not going to hurt you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move. And I look at what's her name? I want to say
Asana.
Oola, but that's what did you mean? Does she speak to you?
I think you know what I mean. No?
Where's your daughter?
I don't know. That's why I need that. And she goes over and she takes the snake, and it coils up her arm just as easily as it did for you. And she said, I'm looking for her. I follow the snakes. And she turns around and she throws the snake. You see it fly through the sky and land on the sand, slithering farther into the desert, as she says, stay safe.
Throws a snake.
And she follows the snake. Everyone roll a... Well, never mind. Sorry. That double IPA. No, but I actually... Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
But the day is yours.
I would never.
Before we head out, Tybalt, how is your stomach doing? You were on the toilet for like 12 hours.
Yeah, they, I don't know if you've heard of something called the double-headed dragon, but...
And at that, I'm going to ask you two to leave the room. We're going to find out what Tybalt was
Your
up to.
double-headed dragon lore.
Yeah.
Well,
We're going to find out exactly what Tybalt was up to. I was waiting for the question to drop.
You guys be good over here.
Yeah.
Come on, girl. Tybalt, you find your way to the bathroom on the Blissful Bunny. And as you are relieving yourself, you see through a large porthole in the wall, you see what could only be described as a huge potato floating in the water.
There are signs everywhere.
I approach the window and I place my hoof. It's not a hoof. And is it below the water or?
So just the tip of the potato, like, and this thing's huge, almost the size of
The
like.
potato's huge?
The potato is huge. The potato is like the size of many barrels, and you're seeing the like crest of it in the water, floating outside of this porthole in the ocean.
Okay, and So the porthole I couldn't open. It's like partially underwater. Or
You
is
could try,
it above
no, it's
water?
above water. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Well, of course I'm going to open the hole.
Okay.
How far away am I from it?
Probably about 15 feet.
Is it heading towards me?
It's just floating there.
Now comes my question where how long have I been on the boat?
Not long at all. You have been on the boat for... This is when you asked to go to the bathroom, right?
Okay.
Pretty much as you met Asana.
Okay. So I have casted Water Walk and it works for an hour.
Fantastic.
So I'm gracefully opening up the porthole, taking a step, tiptoe onto the water, do a little test.
Yeah. So the porthole is just
Hit me.
a little small. It's a big, it's huge porthole. But why don't you make a strength check, an athletics check to try to squeeze yourself through the porthole?
Okay, I'm gonna get a 7. No, but I got a 12.
A 12.
Yeah.
With a 12, yeah, it takes some time, but you can squeeze through.
I have put on some root weight.
And I will dip my toe sort of onto the water just to make sure that I'm not gonna fall flat in.
Yeah, you alight onto the
Okay.
water.
And I quickly run over to this potato.
Okay. You run over to the potato. What are you doing when you get to the potato? Are you going to touch it? Are you standing on it? Are you...
I think as I approach, I'm making sure that it is a potato.
Okay.
When I get close enough to be like, this is really a large potato.
Make a perception check.
Okay, I'm gonna get a 13. No. 7
7.
or 8.
With an 8, you do believe this is a large potato.
Wow. I didn't know ocean potatoes were this big. My friends will never believe me. Unless I bring it back.
And I think with my trunk, I would touch it just to make sure, like a little flick.
You touch it, and as you touch it, try to maybe suction it, or
Yeah.
you feel the potato fall under the water.
How fast?
Slowly. You're not sure whether you pushed it or whether or not it reacted to you.
All right, I'm disabling water walk.
You fall, this huge loxodon elephant body falling into the water. And as soon as you fall into the water, you are face to face with a creature. A Lokatha, a huge fish with yellow skin, the top looking like browned spots of a potato, and it's looking at you.
Oh,
And it speaks. Don't be afraid. And it reaches out a fin, boop, touching you. Suddenly, a bubble forms around your head, and you're able to breathe underwater.
oh, I am not afraid. I apologize if I gave you the wrong idea. I thought you were a potato.
Oh, that's all right. That's a compliment. I love a potato.
Oh, it's the highest of compliments to me.
What's your name, trunked one?
Trunked one, I like that. Well, guild one, I am Tybalt von Fig.
Tibble von Fig.
And you?
And I'm Big Flop.
Big Flop. Sounds familiar, but you see, I'm 400 years old. Maybe we met him before.
I don't think so, but I could use your help. Could you help me?
Well, what with? am an old man and I have limited capabilities.
Oh, it's nothing to do with dexterity, really, or being young. I just need that trunk of yours, if you'll let me.
You're not going to cut it off, are
No,
you?
no,
Okay.
no. I just need you to reach something. You see, my home down there. Make a perception check.
I'm gonna get a 12. Nope. 11.
An 11. With 11, you see in the distance some sort of a blurry, dark sort of, something underneath the water. But you can't really make out what it is. But, Big Flop says, it's collapsed a little bit, and, I need someone to reach something in there.
Well, I have nothing better to do. I'd be happy to help. But
And I just want to make sure like the boat isn't drifting off anywhere. And then say,
I need to be back on that boat. We cannot go far.
No, it's not far. I live near the boat, actually. Well, can I trust you?
Well, I'm 400 years old. I'll probably forget it before you
Oh,
even
but you're
finish your
kind.
sentence.
You're kind, supposed to remember stuff.
Well, and maybe when you're 200. But 400, you know.
Oh, that's a
it
different
becomes-
story.
Yeah, well, you know, I hear the
I do
fish
know
are good
that.
at swimming, but how good are you when you're on death's door?
Yes, it's true. You see, I stay near the boat because I sneak on board sometimes. You see, I'm on a mission. I'm trying to collect, the stone. I'm trying to collect enough to. My wife, she has a job. She has a job up in the hatchery in Ter Rana, and I need to make enough money so she doesn't have to do it anymore. It's an arduous job.
So you're stealing from people the stone?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I see.
But it's for a good cause, you see. Anyway, this is all to say I'm close to the boat. And it doesn't move, don't worry.
Okay, well, I don't know how to feel about that, I suppose. Well, as long as you're not stealing me or my friends' things, well, I guess I don't care.
Oh, I would never. Not if you help me, please.
Okay. And what would you give me in return? It's not easy for me to even kick a few kicks in the water. As you probably could tell, I was walking on it. I try to avoid water when I can.
Well, I don't have much. Obviously, I'm saving for my wife, Zayueth. But if you make it to her, and you help me do this and then get her out, maybe she has a lot where she lives, the hatchery. There's lots of stuff there. I can guarantee you. I can give you an IOU, maybe.
Well, that would be nice of you. What is all this currency these days? When I was growing up, it was all about neighborly favors.
Right, and we're neighbours. You're staying on the boat, aren't you?
Absolutely. Okay, let's go.
Okay. And he takes your fin.
Oh.
Or your
Fin?
trunk. Yeah. Or
What fin?
his fin takes your trunk or hand and leads you down down deep into the water. And as you swim, he sort of takes the lead. He pushes you guys along. And the water grows darker and darker as you go deeper. But you eventually do reach a shipwreck. And you see this huge hull of this ship with lots of wood sticking out. And as you follow him, he sort of leads you down into the center of the shipwreck where he goes underneath some wood, and there's a whole section that has collapsed. The wood has come in on itself. And he says, all right, if you reach in there, it's quite a small space. If you use your trunk, you can grab my wand and I can clear all this up.
Oh, are you a wizard, a sorcerer of
You know,
sorts?
something like that, yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Congratulations. It's a beautiful thing,
Oh,
magic.
well, thank you.
I'd be happy to...
So, do I see it?
You see the hole in which he's referencing. Yeah, you don't really see. It's really hard to see in there. It's really dark. There's like no light down here. But you do see the hole that he's attempting to get you to reach your trunk into.
Okay. I will reach in my trunk.
All right.
And take a little... I'm gonna cast, sorry. I'm going to cast... What's that? Guidance on myself. And, yeah. Before I do it.
Okay. Roll a investigation check.
Okay.
Or like a pure dexterity check. So if you're trying to sort of feel around and touch items and see which one feels wand shaped, roll an investigation check. If you're just trying to sort of make a...
Yeah, I'll do investigation.
Okay.
Do I also, as the soothsayer, do I do it just for D20 or for
Just for
everything?
D20s,
Okay,
sorry.
I'm gonna get a 12. No. I got an 11.
Okay. With an 11, it takes quite a long time, and you're touching different items, but you grab something that feels wand-like, and it slips out of your trunk. It sort of does that thing where you touch it, and it sort of shifts farther in. It seems like you're going to have to employ sort of a different strategy in order to get this wand
It's
out.
just a hole.
It's just a hole, yeah.
Is my full trunk in there?
Your full trunk is in there.
So I can't reach further.
You cannot reach further.
Okay.
No.
Is there another hole? Can I do a lap around to see if there's another hole nearby that would be closer to maybe where it went?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I'm gonna get
Or perception.
a 9.
Okay.
I got a 10. Perception 13.
With a 13, you do see some smaller holes. But there's not any that are big enough. This is clearly the biggest hole into this small sort of room that you can go through to put your full trunk into.
Okay.
You having trouble, or...
Well, as I said, I'm not good at everything. Give me a moment.
All right. I mean... Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. I am going to, with my trunk, take out my quarterstaff
Okay.
and try to just start, like, moving
Scooping.
things back towards where I was.
Yeah.
So I could, if it rolls over, I can maybe try and give it another go with my trunk.
Okay, yeah. Roll a dexterity check for this.
Okay. Gonna get a 13.
Okay.
10.
A 10. So you do that with your quarterstaff, and something slides out of the hole, having been whacked like an air hockey puck through the hole, and it is a drawn image of a male Lokatha with a female Lokatha with large red lips, and they're holding hands. And he says, "Oh, don't look at that!"
Oh, you
Sorry,
have
yes.
quite a talent.
As an artist.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank
All
you.
art is...
It's not for... No, I'm not selling it or anything. It's like, it's just for personal. It's like, I just miss her, you know.
And that is beautiful. I don't know why you... Listen, if I can give you one bit of advice from a 400-year-old man, do what makes you happy. Don't be shameful of what you create.
All right. I should
Anyway.
steal more stuff.
Well,
Well, that makes me happy.
I don't know how to answer that.
All right.
I'll leave that to you and your moral compass.
Maybe I'll ponder that over here. And he swims over to a corner and starts to think about his life.
Okay. Well, now I don't know what to do. Okay. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Talk to me.
I am going to cast Thaumaturgy
Okay.
inside, like straight ahead, sort of, and cause harmless tremors in the ground. Is it at a slope
Yeah. It's a little bit of a slope, yeah.
towards me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna sort of try to like cause vibrations that like move it towards me.
Yeah. You do the waves vibrating, and immediately Big Flop is like, oh, whoa. Yeah, you've caused the whole thing to collapse.
Oh.
But as you do that, you see that he wants his wand to break open this section, and just your thaumaturgy starts to make this
okay, I'll stop.
section, but the section he wants broken apart to move. You see that there's some sort of leeway here. You assume by the way that it wiggles that maybe you might be able to just pull these pieces apart to give him access rather than grabbing the wand.
I see. Well, Big Flop, I think we can just pry off this wood. I'm discovering.
Oh, I thought... I'm not very good with my hands. I don't really have...
Nor am I.
All right.
But together, perhaps.
All right, let's try.
All right, strength it.
Yeah, do it with advantage. He'll help you.
Okay. I'm gonna cast guidance. I'm gonna get with advantage. I'm gonna get. Can I? What if I don't know. I'm gonna get a 14.
Okay.
No. I got an 11.
An 11. With an 11, it does take some time, but eventually you do pry apart the beams, and you pry it apart enough for Big Flop to sort of... Oh my god, he wiggles inside, and you see sort of this opening into this small room. You see there's more pictures of him and his love that he's painted, and all around there are these chests of stone and bags of stone he's like sort of collecting in this shipwreck. And he says, "Thank you so much. I think I lost my life's work. I thought so. You've really helped. Thank you. I promise you I'll pay you back. I swear to God. You come to the hatchery later. And I'll figure something out. I'm gonna break her out, and she'll give you whatever she wants. She's an amazing lady."
And when you say he has bags and bags of stone, you mean like the currency?
The currency.
So a lot.
He has a lot.
Work. Okay. I don't know.
What are you considering?
I don't know. I'm considering commanding him to give it all to me. But then he probably won't do this favor, right? They remember that, right? Do they remember commands?
Command, I do believe he will know, yes, after the fact.
Okay.
I don't think it's like... I think charm, they might not. But command, I do believe they do.
Okay.
Sound off in the chat.
Or wait, I don't know if command actually can... Well, yeah, drop. I could tell him to drop all this stuff at my feet, I guess. Or... Okay.
All right, Tibble, what are you doing in this moment where he says, "Thank you so much"?
Big, may I call you Big?
Yeah, of course.
Here's the thing. I am new to this world. I have just made it to Sanctuary.
Oh, wow.
I have no money. I have only orders to do a favor to the realm.
To what realm?
Well, never mind, whatever.
Right.
I'm here for peace. To make peace in this land. And here's the thing. You see how old I am. I'm not what I used to be. If I find myself in harm's way, I will go down easily. And I see you have a lot, and I have a little.
You call this a lot? I'm living in a shipwreck.
That sounds like a palace for a fish. No offense.
I suppose you're right.
I
You don't
only-
have a home right now, do you?
No home, no armor, nothing to protect me, no food. One pair of clothes that are dirty and soiled. I would appreciate if, doing you a favor, you could do me one now too. Especially given that I don't like to swim. But I've done you a great service and I've restored your home. And if you can't, I understand. I am a pious man and I understand that everything happens because of Taro's will, but... Well, in many ways, I'm asking for a miracle here from you.
Make a persuasion check.
Guidance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get 8. 17! 8.
Okay. It was still better than his
Oh.
insight on you. He believes you. All right. I could spare you. Here, take 2 stone.
Oh,
It might take me longer to save my love, but you know, Lil Squish can wait.
Lil Squish. That's her name?
Yeah, well, her real name's Seorath, but Lil Squish, to me, and she's made it this long. She can make it what? 2 stone. I can get that in a day, probably. So.
Oh, you could?
Oh, sometimes. I don't know. It depends whether I can get on the boat or not. I'm a big fish. It was hard for me to get up there, but...
2 stone in a day? This is the most I've ever had.
Maybe you should get into the thieving business. But hey, thank you for your help. Now, I know you said you don't like swimming, but I feel like maybe if I show you an amazing time in the ocean, maybe you'll find it fun. You want to take a ride?
Well, yes, I would.
All right. Come on, Trunks. And he gets underneath you, and you sort of ride
I'm riding him.
his potato head as he lifts you out of this this shipwreck, and suddenly you start to crest over the waves, jump. You see the moonlight, you see the ship in the distance if you're close enough in the barrier.
When we're sort of doing this, when we're at a peak, when we go down, I'm assuming like his pockets or bags, whatever, should float a little bit in the water. Not
He doesn't
float,
really
but-
have anything on him.
Okay,
He's
so-
like not really wearing clothing per se.
I want money. Nothing.
And as you sort of see the revelry that's happening on the ship, and you take a swim with your new friend, Big Flop, I'm going to ask you to let them back in.
Come in. Come in. Please.
Hey!
Sorry, I was doing my own thing. You guys know. Oh, well, now I'll tell you about it, I bet.
Well, now, yeah, so Vibrant, as you sit there asking, or stand there asking Tybalt what he's been up to, how his shite was.
That's exactly how I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Actually, I don't want to know anymore.
well, all right, it's not important. Well, now what?
Well, so we're looking at a big house in the sand.
You do see in the distance, yes, you are outside the gate of Port Koth, and you see in the distance a small little shack, wooden shack, with this sort of big leather sort of balloon attached to it. And everyone make a perception check.
I'm gonna get a 9. No.
8.
7.
This is my second 22.
You are amazing. You have been rolling good this whole campaign, honestly.
No, the first
Yeah.
day though, I was rolling like absolute.
Oh, really?
garbage.
I've been rolling like trash this campaign.
Well, Vibrant,
Me
you
too.
see at the base of, while you have been talking and chatting with Asana, and a snake has appeared, and Eve has asked her questions, you didn't notice that the two figures that crested over the dunes that you had seen earlier, they have gone, but their boards, what they were riding over the dunes, are now right in front of what she referred to as the flying snake, which is this sort of house, this shack.
Oh.
Shit. Well, I think that thing is our ticket out of here.
The boards.
Where are we?
No, no,
Sorry,
no,
where are we
guys.
in the world right
Oh,
now?
yeah, we can.
Are we in
right
Ter
up-
Rana?
You're in Ter Koth.
Ter
Yeah.
Koth.
Are we in
Ter
Toronto?
Rana. Okay.
Yeah, you're in Ter Koth, just outside of Port Koth.
Yeah.
Why don't we go inside? And if they're there, I feel like we can get away with anything.
Mm-hmm.
May I ask you guys something?
Absolutely.
I'm having a bit of a moral dilemma.
Is it because
Well,
of the poo-poos?
Yes. So,
Let's walk and talk.
Yeah.
Walk
well,
Okay.
Wait, where are we right now? Are we off the boat? Or
Oh yeah.
we're off the boat.
You went through with Asana. You went through
right.
Port
Yeah,
Koth,
we're,
Okay.
like,
out the
staring at that
gate,
house.
and now
Okay.
you're in the desert. It's
Yeah, got
basically
it.
the start of the Saffron Sands. Yeah.
So, I wasn't actually shitting most of the time.
Oh,
just
really?
a short spell. I found myself underwater actually, and I
You
made
fell in?
no. I thought I saw a giant potato, so of course I had to look. But it wasn't. But I did make a new friend who looked like a potato, named Big Flop, a fish person. Now, that's not very important. Now, get this. He confided in me that he sneaks on the boat every night and steals stone from people. Now, I did him a favor, helped him with something. He, in return, says, when we're in Ter Rana, we must go to the hatchery and meet his wife, who will do me a big favor. I don't know what. But I also was wondering, is it ethical for him to be stealing from this boat, which also is an illegal operation? However, we also are sort of in cahoots with this operation. Should we steal from him, or is that bad because he's doing it for his wife so she can stop working? But
Right.
also, all these people probably have
Well,
families to feed too.
First of all,
on Tybalt.
Message. Message.
I think he's losing it. I think this is it for Tybalt.
I'll respond.
I think he probably did some stone dust last night in the crapper.
Okay, message back. It's either stone dust or this is the final days.
Okay, first of all, Tybalt, don't stress. You're seeming very worked up about this, and I don't think that we're gonna run into Big Flop immediately since we're in the desert now.
Well, I was just wondering if we should go. He had bags and bags of stone. If we should go steal it from him.
Well, I don't think we should. Because I think that
Big Flop is fake.
Big Flop isn't real.
I think what you told us.
No, we saw Big Flop too, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, what are you talking
met
about?
Big Flop too.
Wait,
You
what?
didn't meet
You met
Big Flop, but you did see Tybalt riding a large fish in the middle of the ocean. Yeah.
I'm
I forgot about that.
I think
Now
you're
the
one on
potato
stone dust.
resemblances.
That's a little far.
Jury's still out on that.
Potato
Yeah.
resemblance is tough, and we did see some weird visuals while we were
We also
doing
did a
stone dust.
lot of stone
Yeah,
dust.
we
Yeah.
saw
we
we
saw a lot
all
of
be there was some instances of each other becoming potatoes, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't see anything. That's the stance that Vibrant is taking. Are you okay?
Well, now that's another dilemma.
So are we in Ter Rana? I didn't totally.
No, you're in Ter Koth. No.
And Ter Rana is where? Like somewhere we're going to be going?
North, yeah. Well, and in fact, let me pull up the map for you guys. Well, actually, give me just a second.
I think that this is a great example of a kind of thing that we could put a pin in.
That's true. I know exactly where his home is.
Okay.
But who knows? Maybe this favor from his wife will be more important than money.
I do like having a little carte blanche with somebody. That sounds nice.
Yes.
But I think that we're so far from Ter Rana right now that don't let it steal your peace, Tippy.
No, but should we find ourselves there?
Yeah.
Yes, we'll put
We
it
know
on the top
someone.
of the docket for sure.
Vibrant, you don't seem to believe me.
I don't think I do. No, I do not.
Well,
I did see you, at least in my stone dust imagination. Did see you riding a big fish, but I don't know.
I saw that too.
I don't know if that's the big fish you're talking about. And honestly,
so does 1 + 1 not equal 2? Like you saw me.
I've never taken grammar, so I don't know.
Saw a lot of
I've never
stuff
taken
that
a grammar class, so I don't
And
know the
Eve, you don't
numbers.
believe me either. You think just because I'm old, I make things up.
No, I believe that you saw what you saw. I don't know where that and reality necessarily align. However, I only feel that way because that night, if I remember correctly, to me, Vibrant turned into a big carrot, briefly. So, I just think we all have to question what we saw.
I didn't do any drugs.
You didn't?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, are you positive? Because there was one room that we went into while you were shitting where they had it just pumped into the air.
Yes, it was literally being pumped out by the
It
gallons.
was a bit of a hot box.
I had I
situation.
guzzled some of that air.
Wow. Well, I think it was true. You saw me riding the fish. I don't
But
know
that was
why I would-
after hits and hits and hits and hits of that stone guzzy, you know? That good stone dust.
Listen,
Anyway, it's not important. If
Okay.
we're not gonna get it, then
I'm interested to explore it when we're in Ter Rana. If we're not doing anything better, why not?
all I mean to say is this fish had literally hundreds of times as much money as we do.
Sure. But of this place money. But of this place money, and we don't know how long we're going to be here. But if
I
it
get
is
the sense a while, and I must tell you guys, I'm feeling a little bit squishy. I
Huh?
usually have armor that I like to wear, which makes me very strong, but I don't have it.
Oh.
I need to buy
Where'd it
some.
go?
I just didn't wear it to the
The party.
Formal.
Of course, you're in your formal wear. Okay, yeah, we'll get you some armor.
but it's very expensive.
Oh.
But do you know that we're going to a place where other people, the other loxodons are. We're actually trying to meet another loxodon right now.
We're trying to go to the Loxodon Library, actually.
What?
Yes,
in
that's why
Kihoj.
we're trying to get into this tent over here.
Yeah, by the way, let's
Yeah,
talk
wait,
about this
what are
later because
you
we
guys
need to go
doing
into this
even?
house.
Yeah,
No, first of all, it's good to see you again.
Yes, we were really worried about your poo-poos and your pee-pees.
Yeah, so
for
when
like
you just show back up, that's great news.
Yeah, I think we thought about it maybe every 4 hours.
We brought it up a little bit.
Yeah, a few times, yeah.
Okay,
Whoa,
so
wow.
here's the thing.
Wait, how long was
Is that
it?
snake woman who was just here seconds ago,
Yeah.
even. She told us to go to the Saffron Sands, specifically. No, we're going to go over the Saffron Sands. We're looking for Kihoj, of course. It's at a library at the northern tip of Ter Rana.
Yeah, so
Ter Koth is where we are now.
No.
Yes. So this, yes, that's right.
Ter Koth, we're yes.
Yeah,
So-
right. Not where
the map is-
not Ter Rana.
The map is here. So you guys are in Port Koth, right? Or just outside of Port Koth. Right here where all these boats are is where the Blissful Bunny was.
Okay.
Is this pulled up on the maps too?
Yep.
We're not.
Oh, good, good.
Oh, we are. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
What?
is it like cut off? Is it weird?
It's a little cut off, but
Okay. So right outside of here is where you are right now. So you're at the tip, right outside of the main gate of Port Koth in the Saffron Sands. All the way up here is going to be Kihoj, which is where they're saying to balloon
it's
over.
a Loxodon library. And I believe they were ballooning over the sands because they're quite hostile. So that's why we're going to this house. It appears to be a house on a balloon
Wow.
that's gonna float there. However, the cops are outside. How close would you say we are at this point?
Yeah, I would say that you're out front of the door. Like, you guys have been stalled to have
This
have
conversation.
the discourse.
Okay,
yeah.
can we see anything? Is the door open? Like, do we hear anything?
So it seems to just be like a curtain at the front that you can sort of part, this part in the center. Make a perception check, everyone.
Can I also, retcon a little bit of, not retcon, but when we were going through the city or our time in the city, have I stopped by like an armor shop to see how much like full plate armor would cost in this currency?
I'm going to say...
Or do people
no,
not wear that?
yeah,
Unfortunately.
we haven't been shopping at all.
Yeah.
Really.
Sorry, love.
Okay, perception check or something?
Yeah, everyone make a
I'm
perception.
gonna get a 13.
That's what I got.
Well, that's not what I got.
You just intuited it quite
21.
Okay, well,
Nice.
I got to 14.
okay.
13.
13, right. So, Tybalt, from as you start to have realized that you're sort of at the front of this shop, you see this big sign out front that's waving back and forth in the wind, and it just has a picture of a snake on it with wings. And from inside, you hear, "Where did he go? Orders from Mount Koth. He traveled through here. Where did he go?" And I don't know.
Oh, they're very mean inside there.
I'm gonna go in.
I'm gonna go in there. I have an idea.
You going in and then
Yeah.
saying I have an idea?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm saying that as I walk in.
yeah.
I'm going in. I hear someone being bullied. I'm gonna go in and yeah. What do I see?
Okay, you walk in, and as you walk in, you see basically this wooden, tiny sort of store, and there is a desk with a little thing that comes out, one of those foldable desks to go into a back room that you assume that this back room is the big balloon that you were seeing. Behind the desk is a Yuanti man who is being held by his clothes by a Leonin man. He is joined by a lithe Tabaxi. The Leonin man, this huge mane, this orange mane, sort of flowing down behind him. And they are in these half brown, half maroon robes as he lifts up this this Yuanti and continues to press. Where did he go? And sort of puts him down.
What's going on in here?
It's official business.
What's the official business?
Why would I tell you?
Because I got a song to sing. The song I gotta sing is what your official business is.
He storms past you out of
I'm gonna
the
cast
tent.
suggestion.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell me what your official business is.
Does he have to make a saving throw for
I
that?
believe so.
Tell me what your official
Official
business is.
Tell me what your official business is. D&D suggestion. Yes. What is it? What is it? You have to make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. And is he aware that you cast this?
I would hope not.
Does it say? I think it does.
Yeah.
It should on the spell.
I can only hope not.
He said it's a course of activity. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable.
Okay. You did say, what is the official business?
Well, I sang it.
Okay,
They never said I
yeah.
couldn't sing.
Yeah.
Asking the creature to blah blah blah. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described. On a suggested, blah 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 blah. If the suggested activities can be completed in a shorter time, blah blah blah. I don't think it says anything.
Okay. Well then, I don't think he knows, but he does not tell you as he sort of starts storming out. And I'm gonna go to the killers now. The question is, what does Scarda do? Does he lie, exclamation point, vote lie, or tell the truth, exclamation point, vote truth? Is it up, Macy?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Hey.
There's a little bit of lipstick on that mic from when
there is.
Daryl put her
Whole mouth?
her whole mouth around it.
Oh,
Really?
I did not
During
know about that.
Our first
Monster
Monster
Hearts.
Hearts. Yeah.
Shoot,
And
I
keep
wish that
seeing
was.
it and having a little giggle.
I wish that was still.
Yeah, I think that was
Watchable.
Actually, I think that was happening during like when we were having tech problems, and so the non-normal PDQers were kind of like messing around, and I was like,
Hey, so like sometimes the camera comes on, just so you know, like when you're like deep throating that. Just I want you to know that.
So what you're saying is
it
I
says-
shouldn't put my mouth around it.
And as that's happening, you see this sort of this skittish Yuanti from behind, wearing all leather from behind the desk. He says, "Hey, he went to Kihoj. He was headed to Kihoj."
"Oh shit!"
And the Leonin turns back and says, "Thank you."
Wait. Are you talking about the little guy? We're looking for a little guy. And we were just talking to another Yuanti woman who said she also heard that he went to Kihoj, but then he changed course and he went down. Down south.
Why are you looking for a little guy?
He stole all my money.
He's bad.
He's the bad man. And he stole all my money and said, eat my shorts, and then left.
Why would we not be looking for him when he's at risk of destroying our perfect planet?
Everyone roll a persuasion check.
Deception? I
What?
lied about
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry,
deception.
Deception. Yeah.
Deception? Okay.
Well.
I'm gonna get a 12.
Really well.
5.
Let's go 22.
22.
22,
Five.
22, 5. So you guys come in and he starts to perk up a little bit, and then you come in with a, yeah, why wouldn't we be looking for him? And he goes, where did he go?
He went. Well, yeah. So.
So south is all we know.
Yes. Yeah.
We were gonna see about taking a balloon down there.
It's really devastating. You know, I'm using the rest of my money to try to get to him, to get the rest of my money back. I was gonna use it to launch my world tour.
Less is more. Less is more.
He takes out a pad and he sort of
We need to be really specific.
he flips it, writing down stuff while still eyeing you, and then
I'm sorry. Before you go, my name is Vibrant Jewel. I am releasing a new song called So So.
He walks out. And as he comes out and the Tabaxi sort of scurries after him, you're left in this room with this sort of Yuanti who is sort of cowering behind the desk.
Scarda, are you okay?
Is it safe to come out?
Yeah, they left. Are you alright?
Yes, I'm all right. But I'm obviously not, it's not my greatest day.
Sure.
Well, who are you?
Asana sent us.
Oh my god. The little guy, I don't want anything to do with this.
I'm gonna
That's
pull
why we sent him. They sent
Give them a
themselves.
balloon, you oaf. I don't want to hear it. I don't want anything to do with this, okay?
I'm gonna pull out my knife. I'm gonna go straight towards him.
No! Stop!
Listen, you absolute buffoon. You just sold out the love of my life to those hooligans who would have him dead. Do you have people in your life that you want to save?
I want to save my business. That's all I want to save. I can't keep giving free balloons out to anybody who comes by.
Well, my friend here has a really bad case of diarrhea. And if you don't give us a balloon right now, he is going to spray all over your business. So you'll never sell a balloon again because everyone will say, that's that place where there's shit covered on the walls. If you do not give us a balloon, you will be known as the hut that sells balloons that is covered in diarrhea.
Listen.
And that's a promise.
I've been called worse. Now, what do you guys want with the balloon? I'll consider it.
Well, why would we tell you?
Spray on my business.
Why would we tell
Don't
you?
yell at me and I won't.
It's true. His bowels are activated by stress. So please.
Okay.
Why would we tell you when we just saw you sell out? EBB, you know who? Yeah, that spells Ebb. To the fuzz.
I don't know who that is. I was told to give a free balloon to a grung person, and I gave it to him. I don't know who that is. I don't know what the big deal is here. I'm just trying to run a business.
Okay. Well, we're just trying to get a balloon.
And
Got
you will not know where we are going because you will rat us out like you did that grung.
Well, I
Because
assume that you're
now
going to
we have-
Kihoj, right?
No.
No.
Oh, you're going south. South, like
No.
you told them. Okay.
Where we're going is none of your business, like the sweet loxodon said.
Do you have any money?
It's
Do you have any
a give us-
stone?
it's
Read
a-
the note.
Maybe you should read the note again.
No, I'm reading the note, but I got a note like this not too long ago, and
Not
what
too
have I
long
got?
ago.
Well, yeah, I gave it to the
How
grung.
long ago?
Well, just a couple days. But I haven't
doesn't
gotten
have a
anything in
tail.
return.
He doesn't have a tail.
Well, Asana will
It was
come
a-
and deal
It
with
was a
that.
metaphor.
What are your names?
We're not going to tell
No.
you that.
No.
Sorry.
You're not even gonna.
Don't try. Don't
I
try.
have a knife at your neck.
You're not even gonna give me your names. No?
We know your name.
Yeah, of course you know my name. I run the business. You could find it on the town pole. I advertise it.
Guys, we need message. We need to come up with some dirt on this guy fast. I'll send it to both of you.
Okay. I cast sleep.
Okay. What does he has to make a saving throw? I assume. I'm almost. Or is it? It's hit
see.
points.
I
Maybe
think it's a hit
points.
point thing. And I'm assuming this is just like
Oh my god, I haven't played
an
D&D in so
NPC.
long, you guys.
Okay, so I need to roll 5d8. And you need to figure out how many hit points you
I'm
have.
gonna spare you the roll and say
He's
that
asleep.
that he says as he's asking you
It's only for
these
1
questions, he yeah, well, I'm gonna put it on the town
We have
Let's
1
go.
minute. Let's go.
Yeah,
the
run the balloon.
floor.
I'm gonna go into his pockets first.
Me too, and I'm opening the cash register.
I'm going to try to start up the balloon.
Okay. So you are going to his pockets.
And tying him up.
Okay.
Uh-oh, we're
Can
gonna
you-
get
Can
really
you
arrested.
roll a
They're gonna be after us.
dexterity check to tie him up?
Yeah.
And can you roll an investigation check to check his pockets?
Well, to tie him up,
Yeah.
that is an 11.
Okay. It's gonna
And,
take a long time if it's 11.
I'm just gonna at least
So
put a gap.
halfway through, you start to realize you can tie his hands or his feet, or you won't have time to look in the pockets before he wakes up.
Can I just gag him? Like put some like stuff in it, like
Yeah,
some rope.
you can do that.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
You're just gagging him.
You're
I'm gonna
gagging
also
him and investigating?
lock the door. I'm gonna.
It's just a flap. It's just curtains.
Investigation 11.
With an 11, you find 2 stone, but that's
Wait,
it.
I'm actually gonna just take him with us. Should we just take him with us?
No.
No. No. Okay, I guess I'll just take.
No.
Did you investigate his pockets?
Yeah, that's to
Okay.
investigate his pockets.
You did find 2 stone.
And is there a register of sorts or a drawer? That's what I wanted to look through too.
There is not a register or drawer
Okay.
that you see.
We need to get this balloon up.
Okay, so you guys are running through and
Wait, so are they tied up?
just gagged.
Just get.
Okay, I think we do need to tie them up. We're gonna need more than a minute. Don't you think?
Yeah, I'm not back.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna help Vibrant tie up
Tie him
quicker.
up. Okay,
Yeah.
so you roll a dexterity check to tie him up. You are going to run past. You
15.
run. You open up this flappy thing, and you run past, opening up into this huge back room. This is there's leather walls. They're stitched together into patchwork, and hanging from large metal hooks are these huge drapes of leather fabric. There's lighter ones. There's darker ones, and you roll an insight check.
I got a 15 to tie him up.
6.
6. You don't know what this fabric is.
But didn't we see a balloon behind the house?
So the house is, it looks like a balloon. It's not a balloon. So what you're walking into, this leather room that is stitched together, is basically like a yurt. It's designed to look like a balloon, and it's of the same
So it's not a
fabric
balloon.
as a balloon, but it's not a balloon itself.
What else is in the room back here?
You see these large hooks with
Yeah.
huge pieces of fabric and rope on giant hooks,
That's
and
it?
some of them have pieces of paper with orders and reservations on them. On another wall, you see tons and tons of swords in locked metal cases. That's what you see in this room. And then there's a door in the back, that like a flap door that opens up to the back.
I'm gonna go see what's the other door. Like,
When you go out of the back, if you keep on going straight, it opens up into a back that has a fence around in like a square, and there are a bunch of baskets in the back.
bring in one of those in.
You're bringing it in the house?
Bring in one with me. Yeah.
Okay.
Like they're like standing in sized baskets.
That's right. Yeah.
Like me, Macy,
you
I
assume-
don't have like crazy knowledge of a hot air balloon,
No,
so I'm
yeah.
just taking that with me to the character. It's
Yeah.
like, I basically know we need one of these.
You see that
And we
it's
need the
a
fabric.
huge basket
Yeah.
with a frame, a metal frame, with something like at the top, sort of a slot or something.
Yeah.
And you see a bunch of them. But yeah.
Bringing this back in the room and now comparing it to like, can I roll any other kind of check to be like, I got 2 pieces. Like, how, can I see how they fit together in any way?
Yeah, roll an insight check with advantage now that you have the basket.
6.
With advantage.
Right. 6.
You have no clue what the hell is going on. You see a
Start
basket.
running around,
y-
grabbing stuff, throwing stuff. I'm gonna grab a sword. I'm gonna break the thing where the swords are. I'm gonna
Okay.
pick up one of the, like, I saw notes on the thing. I'm gonna grab all those and read them. Like, I'm just freaking out till they get here.
Okay. So as you pick up these notes, you see all of these different reservations. It says who they are. It says the destination of where they're going, how many days they're going to be using this fabric.
Any names I recognize on these?
Roll a history check.
My rolls have been going so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5.
No names you recognize.
Okay.
as you're doing all that,
Right.
what are you doing?
How long has it been?
I would say that all these things are happening at once, right? So so their minute is basically up. You, I would say, did not take a minute because you looked around, didn't see a cast register, and are deciding to do.
Wait, no, helped.
Oh,
I
quickly,
know.
I
Well,
decided
so
just,
I got rolled a 15 on dexterity to
Oh, okay.
wrap them up.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
but-
getting in a basket and standing there and waiting for my friends.
Inside,
I'm
indoors.
standing in a basket.
Now my
Yeah.
now my question is, I think I say to Vibrant is while I'm wrapping, like before I tie like the final knot on like the feet or the hands, I'm like,
Should we just pay with the money you just got from his pocket? And then tell him he just passed out? I feel that this might take a long time. We don't know what to do.
Yeah, unwrap him.
all right, we unwrap him, and we yell to Eve,
Eve, get back here.
I climb out of the basket.
Okay, do you bring the basket back outside?
No.
Okay.
Guys, I got this.
and I do think that what I want to do is
So you guys you come back to the front of, you close the thing and you come back to the front waiting
Yeah.
room.
yeah, and I think with some maybe some water that I collected while I was under the water with the fish, I do spray it in his face and like slap their face over, and I'm like,
Whoa, are you okay?
Stay back! Stay back!
You passed out.
Passed
Are you
out,
okay?
sweetheart.
You must be having a terrible, stressful day.
Yeah! So,
Are you
Are
okay?
you okay? Do you want some water? Maybe some saltines.
you have saltines?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will allow you some saltines. As he
Starting
eats them.
equipment.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
just
We were just about to hand you some money to get us one of those balloons that you got here.
And I'm sorry, I know you're having a terrible day and you're not well, but we are in a bit of a rush. I went ahead and pulled in one of the baskets just to help you because you were faint.
Oh, you went in the back?
Oh, should I not have? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Here's 2.
Okay. So what? How many days are you gonna use this? Do you know?
I'm assuming just 24 hours, right?
Okay.
What is the cheapest option?
Well, usually I charge. I mean, this is a premium way of travel. A lot of times I charge like 10 stone a day, but I'll take like 1 stone since I'm doing you a favor.
Okay,
but
how about
bring
once-
it back in 2 days, please. That's all I ask for.
Do you have any other outposts where we could take it?
I
It
don't.
has to come back here.
I don't. I mean, you can pay more to keep it and then bring it back.
No,
but
it's only gonna take us 2 days.
okay. Okay, come on back. And he ushers you back.
How do we, like, land this thing? Or, like, if we do want to take a stop somewhere, or another city, or can we dock it somewhere? Or
Yeah, I can show you. It's all about the things over here, and he ushers you into the back, and firstly, he goes to these hooks on the wall that this hanging fabric is on, and he takes up these papers, and I'm gonna go to the killers now, and I'm going to ask which one hasn't been reserved, the fast one or the sturdy one? Exclamation point vote fast or exclamation point vote sturdy? That's up to y'all.
Tough.
yeah, both good things to have.
Both good traits.
Both bad things to not have.
Yeah. But if we're lying about only taking it for 2 days, like, does speed matter?
When you cast sleep just now, I like remembered spells exist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
I
oh,
know,
let's
D&D.
see.
Like, we
Let's see.
haven't played D&D
Yeah,
in so
I know. I'm
long.
so
What
used to
class are you?
problem solving. Paladin.
Work.
Like problem solving in like the Call of Cthulhu way of like punch
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Like, write a letter
I'm
to
like,
a loved one.
well, we can
Yeah.
always try find steed. Yeah, of course.
True.
Hey Sam. Hey Elisa. Hey No Name.
Hey! Oh my god, those
Hey.
are legends for real.
Those a couple legends.
Okay, so it's giving the fast one as he looks up at one particular piece of fabric and he says, well, you're in luck. This one, she's fast. So I do believe that you might be able to bring it back in a couple days. So takes it down off the hook and now, why'd you bring it inside?
I told you because I thought you weren't feeling well. You're faint. I didn't want you to have to drag it.
Oh,
I'm very familiar
you.
with how this all works.
okay. Let's push it back outside.
Oh.
And so he's going to he gets
Gonna light an air balloon inside.
he pushes it outside and he
The fabric was like on the ceiling. I thought they were gonna like take off from
No,
there.
girl. No, girl.
I was picturing like holes in the roof where they're like hanging down from almost.
Nope. And he pushes it back outside with a you
Very
know.
familiar with how this works.
Yeah, he clearly has done this a million times, even through his winded nature. He sort of like pushes it outside really easily, and he gives you guys the fabric. He like sloughs it onto Eve and says, all right, so each of you tie the ropes onto each of the four corners of the frame, and I'll be right back. And he goes back inside.
Yeah,
We
get
each
after
do
it.
it. We each do one.
Oh, I was saying no.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't really want to do
Yeah,
it.
get after it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you do it.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
make a sleight of hand check or dexterity check to try to.
Gonna get him 11.
Okay.
3.
Okay, or
5.
5.
8.
8. Okay, so all three of you, it's like not happening.
That's actually fitting. It's like if we were faced with an air balloon, we'd be like double knot.
Yeah. And as you guys are fumbling around with these knots, you hear from indoors, "What? What happened in here?" And he storms back out. "Why are my swords broken into?
You're what?
My swords!
What swords?
The swords in the back. There's a case of swords, and they're broken into. You said that you went in the back. Did you break my swords?"
No, it was like that when I was in here. I thought that's how you like it.
I don't know what kind of establishment you're running with broken swords into, you know?
Do you want to pat us down? Like, what do you think we did with your swords?
I just figured there was like a sword emergency or something before.
Eve, make a deception check.
Did you take the sword?
She ran around with one.
Bardic inspiration. Bardic inspiration.
Okay. Oh my god, I couldn't be rolling worse! Fortunately. So I get to add a 4?
No, 12. D12.
Wait, what?
No.
No.
No?
way.
Not at that level.
I
What
don't-
level are we
Crazy.
at? Level
5. That
It's
seems a
gotta
little
be a D4.
6 or something.
Wait, hold on. Let's
Let's talk.
let's talk before you.
I am at
Before
a
we walk.
15.
Oh, already? That's
Yeah.
not bad.
You're at what?
15.
It's
Fifth level's D8.
Work. 19 now.
Yeah.
I thought it was very odd that it was all broken,
It
but
is odd.
I thought that that's how you like it. I also thought it was odd that your baskets were outside, considering you normally launch an air balloon from. But it's your business. It's your business. Your
Yes, well, I suppose there's a lot that's odd here. As he takes out this huge long sword. This is the power that runs the balloon. So, these knots look terrible.
Yeah, I agree.
Hold the sword! He gives you the sword, and he comes around doing each
Thank
one of them. And then, sword. Thank you. And he climbs up onto sort of the basket, and he inserts it into that like metal sort of slot that's in the center. And he says, okay, so this one is activated by a certain word. And that word I'm not going to say until you're ready to go, because then, well, it's going to go. But when you say the word, it lights. If you want to go higher, it is going to create heat to make it go higher. If you want it to go lower, you say the word again. It turns off. You lower.
Okay.
It's easy. Up and down. Simple, simple. So, you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I'm curious. Do all of the swords activate with the same word, or do you?
No,
have
they're all
one-
different, all unique.
Oh, interesting. Are they all like thematically similar? How do you decide the words?
Well, it depends. You know, a lot of the swords I vet, I get from sources that tell me the words that are already sort of attuned to it. But yeah, I've been involved in forging some of them as well.
That's so interesting. And what kind of stuff are you into?
What do you mean?
Like, what would you name a sword?
Well, yeah, most of them come with names of strength. I'm not going to say anything with the others inside because it'll burn down my place.
I don't.
But, you know, what about hit or power?
Oh, I see,
or,
I see.
you know,
You're
lots
a
of
thrill
swords.
seeker.
Well, I think that a sword, you know,
Sure, it's
it
fitting.
encourages
Maybe
exciting,
that's what happened
powerful
inside.
words.
Maybe I unwillingly said I didn't know when I said one of the words when I was in there moving the basket or something. Maybe that's what happened with the broken
maybe.
glass. Anyway,
But why would you say something so violent?
I
to
just
me?
talk. I just
Okay,
talk. I just
okay.
talk. Yeah.
Well, anyway, if you guys are ready to go, then get in the basket.
Climb
Get in the
Yeah.
basket.
All right. Now I know you're not gonna tell me, and I know you're not heading to Kihoj, but if you were, that would be north. That'd be that way. And he sort of points that way. And he says, all right, bring it back in 2 days, or I will send somebody after you. I swear. So,
What if something happens? Do we have a warranty on these? What if something
Are
happens?
you insured?
to us?
what? No. You bring it back on the time that you say that you're going to bring it back. If you do that, then everything's okay. If you want more time, you can pay me more stone, and I can give you more time.
What if something happens to one of us? Say someone steps on a rose thorn and their foot gets infected, and then we have to go to the clinic. How would we get the balloon back to you? How do we get word to you that we're not going to be able to get the balloon back to you?
I have eyes and ears all over this place. If you don't come back, I will send somebody after you, and they will get the stone from you. And if they don't get the stone from you, well, we're going to have a problem.
Do you have like a mailing address or something that we can?
You can always find me at the Flying Snake, but
Okay.
that's here.
Okay.
But, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Champion. And you see this sword light up in flame, smoke starting to come off of the metal and, fall into. He sort of opens up the fabric and tips the basket a little bit. Even while you're in it, he sort of takes it and aims it towards the fabric, and the fabric slowly and surely starts to inflate.
Cool.
Eventually, it comes over top of you. This huge leather balloon rising into the air, sort of blocking out the sun. And before long, you rise up off the ground as Scarda starts walking back towards the flying snake. He looks at you and says, I'll see you in 2 days. And of course, I know we got off on a wrong foot, but have a good journey, you guys. And he goes in.
Well, I thought he was lovely at the end of the day.
Okay, Eve, you have an interesting judge of character.
I do have a second one of these. I'm gonna pull out the sword that I took from inside. So
I wonder what name it is.
I know that's why I was barking up his
I
tree.
wonder if we should say some of.
No, because it's not time. Sounds like it'll light on fire.
Well, maybe
in
they'll
my
just
damn
take us-
pocket.
Maybe they'll just take us higher though. So pull it out. Let's try it.
Or maybe it'll light on fire and you can use it as a fire weapon. Oh.
Well, I think maybe that's possible.
Let's say what?
Hit power.
No, 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 no! It's
Strike.
it's in my pocket.
Take it
You're
out,
gonna
take
set
it
me
out,
on
Eve.
fire.
Take it out,
Girl,
Eve.
take it
Take it
out.
out. Come
Let's
on.
get there.
Come on, girl, take it
And
out.
then, well, I don't think it's like if it was a speed issue, he would have offered it to us as like a an add-on. If it was
It's not a speed issue. It's a fun issue, Eve.
Well, then
We
let's
want
have
to say
fun
some
later.
words and see if it turns on.
Strike.
What if we're in the middle of a major
What-
battle?
I want to save it. It's mine. If you want to draw
Heroism.
it, steal your own sword.
Hero.
Hero.
What else?
Hero.
If you guys don't stop, I'm gonna throw it out the basket.
Well, that's fun too because
We're, like,
they get
6
to
feet
see
off the
us
ground.
and throw it out.
Well, as you guys are fighting about the name of this sword, you guys sort of are lost in the conversation, and suddenly you look around and you realize that you have risen high, high, high into the sky. You look around and you remember the last time you sort of were in this situation, which was going to the Central Point Games back in Waterdeep. It was the first time you guys had been sort of that high off the ground, but this time you're in such a new, unfamiliar place. You see desert to your right, spanning as far as the eye can see. You see in front of you, you see water leading to a sort of second island. You would know that is the center where the alliance is, and you see where you just were, Port Koth, this dock city, this dock town. And as you rise into the air, you look around and everyone roll an insight check.
I'm gonna get a 10.
Second time you
I got a 10,
Me too.
I got a
That's gotta
10.
be good
Oh
for
my
double
but I'm the
something.
soothsayer.
I know, but I'm just saying.
What happens to the soothsayer?
You just got a
Sorry.
10. You said 10 and you got a 10.
Well, I rolled a 10. I really got something else, but whatever.
When you rise up into the air, Tybalt, you look out at the Saffron Sands, these rolling sands, and you suddenly start to see images in the sand. It starts to morph and change. And I'm going to go to the killers now and say, what do they see? The work or the play? Exclamation point vote work or exclamation point vote play?
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I never thought I would get it.
I know. Really? I mean, 1 in 20.
Sometimes you don't
rolls.
roll. Sometimes you don't roll 20 times.
True.
And even if you did, it might not happen.
Sure.
1 in 20.
Coming over to this.
Oh.
The work or the play? Oh, well, like work or play. All work and no play
Hey.
makes Johnny a dull boy, correct?
They can't see me, can they?
Probably not. I think you're out of
I think
frame.
so.
You can do whatever you want.
So, Tybalt, when you look out, you see the dunes shifting, and you see...
What one?
What?
What one? Work or play?
I think those odds are 1 in 400. That's crazy.
Work.
Right? 'Cause
That
have
you and I
20
both got it?
options.
Well, you have
And
1 in
that's
20 every time, right?
Well, no,
But-
there's 20 things you could say, and there's 20 things the dice we get. Like, that's pretty crazy that you got it. Right?
Well,
There's
once
20
you've named a number, it's 1 in 20
Yeah.
that number will be rolled.
But there's 2 variables acting at the same time.
But
What
I
you
have to
say,
pick something.
The dice has to land on something. There's 20
But I think it's
Yeah, I
I think
wonder.
it's 1 in
If you chose the
20 that
same
no
number
matter
every
what
time-
I say,
It will roll.
It
that
will roll
number.
that.
Yeah.
Say it again.
no matter what I say, there's a 1 in 20 chance that it will roll that same number.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You're not like, well, that would be true though if you were saying the same number every time, right? Oh, I guess I get what
I
you're
think
saying.
it's
like,
true
no matter
every
what,
single
you've
roll.
chosen a number.
It will
and
be
it's
1 in 20, yeah.
Yeah. So it's really
you're
20,
right,
I think.
You're right.
But still, those are. You're right. It's intense.
It's intense. And here's why.
It's like the same thing that they're. I'm like, then are the odds? Is it still 1 in 20 odds that if you roll 2 d20s, you get the same thing?
It would be 1 in 20 chance for each person. But
No, but you know what I'm saying?
like if I rolled a 10 and then another 10 immediately after, like you did when you got the 6 each time or whatever, that's 1 in 400 because you're rolling twice.
I know.
Each roll is a 1 in
I'm
20.
like likening it to. Isn't you picking a number the same as like rolling a dice though? You know?
It's a good
No,
question.
because
Listen,
You get what I'm saying?
probability
Like-
girlies sound off
no,
in the
I'm
chat.
pretty sure because I'm only rolling the dice once and I'm guessing what the dice will be, which has to be a 1 in 20 chance. I'm just prescribing what I think to a probability.
Right.
You know,
You aren't
I'm not actually
right.
doing something that affects the probability.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Does that make sense?
It does. I'm still like, it's giving gray area.
You're still pissed off.
I'm still like furious with you.
What am
No,
I
I feel
saying?
like it's
I'm
still
kidding.
like it's still like a weird statistic. You know what I mean? But I do think you're right.
I think it's 1 in 20. Sorry. Back to you.
Well, the first thing that I'm going to do, as you, Tybalt, are rising into the sky and looking out at these dunes, and you start to see shapes form, I am going to, for vibes, bring out.
What?
Well, if it isn't
Oh
a
my
hot air balloon
god.
mini that I have been sitting pretty on.
It is
Gorgeous.
stunning.
No, it's completely gorgeous.
Where did you get this?
I did not make it. You thought I made it?
Yes.
Oh my god, work. I did not make it. I did buy it. But
It has
um
it has spider webs all over it.
I think it's actually it might be spider webs, it might be hot glue.
Oh.
But because I've been gluing a lot, check out the minis. Check out the minis. Speaking of,
Wow.
why don't we check out the 4 of you that I've also.
Oh my god.
Of course, Mabel Jean's here, by the way.
Show.
Mabel Jean has been here the whole time.
Yeah, Mabel Jean's here.
Oh my god!
So why don't we put them in the balloon? As you guys.
Wait, so who's who?
What is the?
Well, that's me.
Who's
That's you.
Who's the horse?
Vibrant Jewel.
I'm a cat.
Who's the horse? Yeah.
So Vibrant and Eve are minis I just already had. So that's not perfectly
Oh.
Vibrant. That's not perfectly Eve. But I felt like they were the right vibes.
They're right.
Yep.
Now I did have to buy this metal
Tybalt!
centaur and Tybalt.
Oh.
Which is so cute. I love that little
Whoa, this
loxodon.
one's so heavy.
I know, she's intense.
This is so
She won't fit.
You
in.
know how I love a mini, how I love a craft.
This is so cute.
Did you check if they all could fit in?
Silver.
No, I didn't. Yeah, it's metal. It's one of the only centaurs that weren't like crazy that I could find. Yeah. But as you sort of rise up into the sands, you two quickly realize that you can move the sword and aim it sort of in one direction or the other, and it will guide the balloon in one direction or the other.
Cool.
And while Vibrant and Eve are figuring that out, Tybalt, you look out onto the sands and you start to see these shapes appear, and the first thing you hear is a shaking, a sound. And you hear laughter as you see rising up over dunes. You see figures of little fox children running over the dunes and playing, tumbling down the dunes, while a third one walks behind, sort of guiding them. And make a history check.
I'm gonna get a 12. No, but I did get a 22.
With the 22, you see sort of this. You're seeing in the sands these images, or these, maybe they're visions, maybe they're illusions, but you see the figure behind sort of pick up this thing and shake it, creating that sound that first led you into this vision. And you see one of the foxes sort of turn around, running up a dune and grabbing it as they just become sand again, falling down to the dunes. The vision ends, but you realize that whatever that sand vision was holding, and whatever sound you just heard, you heard it in the briefcase that is being brought along with your friends. You don't know when they received that. You were, well, famously taking a shit, but
Or with a fish.
or with a fish. But you, Maple Jean, I will say, has been carrying along a briefcase that makes a similar sound than what you heard.
What is Maple Jean doing right now?
Just staring out. She seems very introspective.
Okay.
But in this moment, she looks out on the vast desert and she says, "Well, I'm happier than pig in mud."
Hi.
What's a pig?
Darling, you don't know what a pig is?
You of course know what a pig
I
is.
think you know what a pig is. No?
I don't think I do. What's
Oh.
a pig?
You kind
Now
of
isn't
have
that
to
strange?
see it. Yeah, you kind of have to
It's
see it.
a sort of...
It's bacon. But it's more than that.
You
Yeah,
were
you
eating
ever
bacon
seen
last night on the boat.
But I don't know what a pig is.
You ever seen a hippo?
Well, yes, I've seen a hippo before.
Imagine a hippopotamus, but much smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Little curly tail.
Okay.
About the
Live-
size of a dog, really.
Lives on land, not water.
More pointy ears, like a horse's ears, really.
It's honestly really hard to imagine.
Pink and a little furry.
Okay, little furry.
Just a teeny bit.
Okay.
Teeny bit. Like how Tybalt's a little furry.
Yeah, like I have 3 hairs.
I have to see one, I think.
I think you have to
Yeah.
see one. It's hard to describe.
Hey, look out there, you might see one.
I'm gonna. Is the
Okay.
briefcase on Maple Jean's person?
Yeah, Maple Jean's carrying it. Yeah.
I think while she's like it's on her body. Okay, like in her hand or what?
Yeah, in her hand.
I think I would just say,
Maple Jean, may I take
Yeah,
a
darling?
look at this briefcase?
Oh, go right ahead. Be my guest.
I'm gonna try to sort of step away from the conversation that's happening and just like look inside, like just a crack.
Yeah. You open it up and you see inside a piece of tree, like a piece of bark, but it's hollow in the center, and it's been sort of stuffed with you don't know what, nuts or little things that make noise, and on either side it's sort of been stuffed with moss and things like that to keep it together, and that's what you see.
And it sounds like giggling?
So it doesn't sound like giggling. It sounds like the sort of like, it doesn't sound like anything unless you touch it. But as Maple Jean's been carrying
Rattling,
it,
yeah.
it's been sort of banging around, and you've heard that sound that you assume is coming from this, and you see on the sand, whatever that sand vision was, you saw something around the same size.
And they took it in their hand. I'm gonna take it in my hands.
Yeah, as you do it, it sort of little tinkles are in the center.
Can I like uncork the moss?
Yeah.
Take a look inside. Anything interesting?
When you look inside, it's a lot of nuts and berries and twigs. It seems like this is meant to sort of make a noise of some type.
Does it feel magical?
Make an Arcana check.
It's gonna be a 16.
Do we see Tybalt doing all this? Like opening the...
15.
Yeah, well, are you trying to do it secretly?
Yeah, I was kind of like while they're having the conversation about a pig, trying to like
Right.
step
Well, make
away, 'cause I'm not sure if this
make a
is like
stealth check as well.
supposed to be. Okay, I got a 15 Arcana. I'm gonna get a 16 stealth. 1.
So you definitely see, in fact, Tybalt is speaking, what could this be? As, you're right there. You're all together in a basket.
Tibby Wibby.
Still.
Do you know what this is? I don't think I was there when we got this.
We actually didn't open it when we first got it. I
Yeah.
Oh, could we remember if we were supposed to open it? Or if she said, like, please don't open this? When we were given
The case.
Yeah, the case.
You did look inside of it.
Oh, we
you did
did.
pick it up. You did do an Arcana check to make sure it wasn't magical. You didn't sense that there was any magic in the item itself. Johnny Flops would not tell you what the item was, but that he just wanted it to delivered. He wanted it delivered to Oola.
But we opened it. It was a
Duskeve.
stick.
Yeah.
That's
it
what
was
you're
this
seeing, too?
hollow
Yes.
stick. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You didn't do what Tybalt just did, which was to take out sort of the moss and on one
I
side and like
see,
look
I see.
inside of it, but
Oh, that's what the nuts and stuff was.
and the
inside of
nuts
it.
are inside.
I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah.
I-
But you did
okay.
open the case
Got
to
it.
I thought
see
it
the
was
stick.
inside of the case, and I
Oh, no,
honestly
no, no.
thought that you were seeing like peanuts, like as an
Yeah.
elephant. Like I thought it's like it's in the eye of the beholder.
No,
There's
no,
something beautiful and
Right,
enticing in
right.
it.
When you look over, you see Tybalt looking at the same thing
I
you
see.
saw on the Blissful Bunny.
Oh, so that's the stick. That's what we're taking to
Oola.
Yeah, we're taking that to Oola
At the Loxodon Library.
for Johnny Flops. Because
Don't you think it's strange that we're delivering a stick? Like,
of course.
Well, yes.
yeah, we do.
When he gave us the stick, we said, BTW, WTF.
What dis? Yeah.
Yeah, so we're
Okay.
definitely understanding that this is an odd circumstance,
We
but
kinda
without it.
said,
Yeah.
this evil, you in trouble, we gonna be in trouble, all those kind of standard questions. But he insisted that he just needed it to get to Oola, and we didn't see anything wrong with it. We kind
Yeah.
of cast some spells on him, what have you, and really it was his only condition for telling us where he knew Ebb was. So
I forget. Rana and Koth and the mother, were they foxes?
They were.
They were.
They're fox folk, yeah, which are not like common. You don't know any fox folk in Waterdeep. Obviously, you saw these visions in the tile, and you can, being who you are as well, a lot of you, right? You can imagine what a fox folk would be, but you don't, and you're not totally freaked out by that. But you don't know where they would have come from. But you were told also that they were
Okay.
goddesses of.
And when they shook it, did anything happen in my vision specifically?
When they shook it, just the sound happened, and you saw one of the foxes sort of react to it and sort of come over and want to touch it.
Did they, do we know of any, like, mystical or magical, like, items that they used to have? Or, like, do we know of a sort of stick that they used to be part of their history?
Seeing as though you've been here for a day and a half,
Okay.
we have chronicled all that you've learned. I don't think that you have learned anything about any items or anything
Okay.
that they had, but
Well, then I put the moss back in. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take out one of the nuts.
okay.
And does it look like a nut? Like a nut?
They look very small, very
Like a
small.
seed?
Yeah, like a seed, or there's all sorts of stuff in there. It seems like the purpose of this is to make sound, so whatever make sound has been put into it.
Okay. I'll put the seed back in and cork it and put it back in the case.
Okay. And as you guys are flying along, you look out and you sort of reach this, or without even realizing it, you've reached this sort of moment where the sand is so in the air that you didn't realize how thick the sky is here. That, like, when you try to look back at Port Koth, when you try to look towards the coast that was so clear when you rose from the beginning, that the farther you go out into the Saffron Sands, that it's hard to see that the wind and the sand is getting kicked up so much that it sort of creates a sand storm. Not a storm necessarily, but that there's a lot of sand in the air, fine dust in the air. And
In a way where it's like concerning that we can't see our way.
no, it's just
Okay.
you start to realize that the air is growing sort of thicker with sand. You look at your skin and you start to realize that sand is sort of forming on your limbs.
Should we try to get above this a bit?
Maybe.
You,
Champion!
Okay, champion. Yeah, as you do that, you rise up. Everyone make a perception check.
5.
18.
7.
No, and mine is actually 14.
14,
18.
18,
7.
7.
Those dice are your outer saboteur.
As you start rising up, two things happen. You are confident. We're making it above this. Or 3 things happen. That's you. You start to realize that there doesn't seem to be an above this. That, like, whatever is causing this, it seems like the Saffron Sands feel magical in some way. And there must be, right? It's logical. There must be an up
Mm-hmm.
and out of this, but you don't
I just don't think so.
feel one.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, Vibrant, you start to see a silhouette of another balloon
Uh-oh.
in the distance, coming towards you.
Uh-oh.
Guys, there's another balloon on its way here. I see it with my beautiful, beautiful lime green cat eyes.
It's coming towards us?
Yes.
Oh, that's okay. We'll be up and out of this in no time.
Is it the same plane, like same height?
It
Like collision
is-
course vibes?
It seems to be at the same plane, the same height, and yet you're moving slowly. It's not like it's, gonna necessarily crash, but these things move at a slow pace. But yeah.
do we want to be seen?
We don't have any reason not to be right now. We're not doing anything wrong. We purchased this balloon. We're going to return it in 2 days.
Well, if you don't think that this is any cause for concern, then I'm absolutely fine with staying on course.
How far are they away, do we think?
They are probably 60 feet away.
Oh wow.
Oh, then I'm gonna yell out to them.
Okay.
I'm gonna sing out to them, actually.
Go ahead.
Hello. 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 How's everybody doing over at the other balloon? How you doing? Girls, how you doing?
How you doing?
Girls, how you doing? How you doing? Girls, how you doing? Do you need a snack? Well, I need a snack, 'cause I'm hungry in this balloon.
Balloon. Balloon.
Balloon.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you? How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you? And you see a balloon come into view, and you see sort of
The energy was matched like
half,
this.
half of this balloon you see is actually
No,
sort
absolutely.
of a weird keyboard, sort of piano with sort of organ with different pipes coming out.
That's the basket? Is that what you said?
In the basket, half of the balloon is a curved organ.
It's amazing.
As it comes into view, you see in this balloon, in this basket, you see a turtle who says, hello everyone. What are your names?
We're just floating next to each other.
Yeah.
Are we passing? Like,
You're
what's the-
probably like 15 feet. He's probably 15 feet away from you now.
Hi! I didn't realize we'd be able to talk to another balloon like this.
Well, there's an amazing community up in the sky.
No.
There is.
Wait, well, you're the first one we've run into.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, of course. I mean, I'm
It's an honor.
I'm
No,
completely
this is a
honored.
good first run.
It is only right that the first person you run into is Boo Boo from Bo.
Boo Boo from Bo.
That's right.
Well, the honor's all mine, Boo Boo.
Well, my name is Boo Boo, and I'm from Bo. And, and as he sort of passes you, he says, "Hold on a minute," and he takes a hook and he sort of throws it, hooking onto the side. Now we'll travel together, won't we?
Well, come into our balloon. Or can you come into yours? Yours is lovely. Sorry, that's not how it is in the community. Well, I told you, you're our first run-in. I'm sorry.
Well, I just have a lot of things here. So
But I am a musician. I would love to bring over one of my musical instruments. Maybe we could play a little duet together.
Well, of course we can play a duet together. I just don't. I don't quite have a lot of room. And as you look into the basket, you see littered around this basket is stuff, a ton of stuff.
But I barely have a waist. I can really fit in.
I have to respectfully say, why can't we play music next to each other?
Oh, that's okay. Okay. Maybe I just like to listen as close as I can so I can get the vibe, flow, rhythm. You know?
Of course. I know.
I
I
guess this is
completely. I always understand the vibe, flow, rhythm. But I will also say that I do run. I have to get ahead. I get ahead of this because otherwise I'm going to get too wrapped up in the music and then I won't say it. Right. This is my flying shop, and if you like some things, I do sell. I sell my things. Well, I mean, look around. I've got a lot of things here. You see a lot of bottles and little knickknacks, trinkets.
Too expensive.
You see a lot of. You see blankets. You see sticks of some type. You see a lot of vials. Like you think that this person is running sort of a vial shop. Liquids and delights.
Potions.
What would you recommend for some people heading into the unknown?
Ooh, what type of unknown? An exciting unknown? A dangerous unknown? Which unknown?
I mean, a true unknown. Maybe a little bit of both.
All right.
Excitement in the sense that it's an adventure. We
Yeah.
all love adventure.
Yes.
Potentially a little dangerous as well.
Yes. It's never any fun without a little danger.
Exactly.
I think that's right. I do have healing potions if you think you're going to face a lot of danger.
Could never hurt. Yeah, how much are those?
Well, 2 stone each. I do have binoculars. Of course, if you're just here for sightseeing, the Saffron Sands, of course, are beautiful. You know, they say that the sands, they hold the history of sanctuary within it. So you can really see, I don't know, you'll see the history of sanctuary.
Is that what we saw? A little thing in the sand. Is that what you mean? Like a little,
What type of thing?
I don't know. Maybe it was just a trick of the eye. Seemed like the sand was moving, like as if there was people down there. But we did a lot of stone dust last night.
Oh,
You know about that, surely.
Yeah, I do.
And a fellow artist like yourself, you must know.
Yes.
So it was probably nothing.
Yeah. But I had not seen anything myself.
This is sort of embarrassing, but we're kind of short on moolah these days. Would you be paid in like maybe a song or?
Unfortunately, I can't do that.
How
I
about-
really am. I'm strapped for stone, and I.
This is a one-time offer. Throwing this your way, hotshot.
Okay.
I want you to know, I have a new single coming out.
Okay.
Performed it last night called So So.
You performed it last night. Where?
With a lot of respectable producers and agents who were interested in the song, actually.
Where are the producers and agents?
On a boat. It was a boat show. Anyway, I will
Fantastic.
offer you 15% of my proceeds going forward with So as it goes to market.
Yeah.
If you give us a little
That's
bit
a good
of your merchandise.
Make a deception or persuasion check.
It's not deception.
Well, you didn't perform a. Oh yeah, you did. You
I did perform
yeah.
So at.
Many producers. I don't know.
There was an
but-
agent there. There was an agent there.
There was. Yeah. Well, you didn't really know he was, but yeah.
How much stone do we have?
I have 2. I really thought I
16.
had another, but I feel like it got lost.
16.
There's
16.
Isabel has a bunch in hers, I think, unless it's
Yeah,
your
should
copy.
we just spend all of Isabel's?
But there's in number 4.
Maybe.
There's a bunch. I really thought I had another
That's
one.
up to y'all.
This
I
is-
definitely
this is-
had some.
I know, that's
I
the
think you had
problem.
one.
This is all
yeah.
I have.
I thought I had one too.
Um,
So what do you think happens if we thought we had some?
that's up to y'all. That's on
Actually,
y'all.
if you think I had one, I trust it.
Well, he's saying it's gone.
But if you lose it,
He's saying I thought you had
know
one.
how I am with my space. Like, I didn't move it.
there's none in your cubby.
I don't know, the middle one there, right above the doorknob. You didn't see any?
I think that's the beauty
You
of
did
physical
say, like, if
of
you
physical
lose
stone,
they're gone.
physical currency.
I think that Isabel probably stole mine. Y'all saw her at the murder mystery last week.
No, that's true.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
nothing
there's some.
here.
You have
We
some
had a
moss on
murder.
your
Give me
back.
one of
Isabel has
Isabel's.
a lot.
Yeah.
One of those is mine.
We went
Like,
to. We had a murder
I don't
mystery.
know, Is that mean?
No.
She stole them!
She stole all of them.
Why would she have 5 stones?
No,
She never had
I
5
swear I
stones.
had one and it's gone.
She never had a single
You
one.
think she stole them?
Yeah.
Yes, we had a murder mystery this week and we were all there and Isabel stole everyone's money for it throughout the night.
What I'll say is that Maple Jean is asleep. Her
Alright, so
4
we're-
tucked tucked underneath her.
taking-
So if y'all are
Did you have any
taking
from her?
what Maple
No,
Jean
but
might
I
have
guess
stolen
that's
from
so
you,
cute.
that's
I don't need to
on
steal any.
y'all.
It's on her for
What's the-
stealing.
In a vote scenario, we're in alliance.
Yes.
I know I had some.
I did
did not.
too.
Yeah, I know I did.
16 for So.
I just don't know how I can well, I do want to know the business structure. So how are you making money from the song, and where are you producing it, and how will I gain the money when you produce it?
Right.
Well, if we're thinking about numbers, maybe you. I actually am still looking for some backing tracks and listening to your beautiful organ. I think it is absolutely stunning, and it might be a reason to jump on the song. I think So has always needed an organ solo, so maybe you can get your 15% by actually contributing to the song. You know, I actually had an agent conversation yesterday, and he was interested in dispersing this song across Port Koth, at least. So maybe we can figure out a solution here.
And now, here's the thing. I really, really need some stone. So, me giving you goods is goods I could sell to another passerby balloon that would give me stone. But I'm willing to provide my services if you want my beautiful organ music, which I love and
You know,
I think
you
deserves to be on
pass
a
by
track.
a lot of balloons, but none have a hit song.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, most don't actually. Most just have some stone,
I've
maybe
never
one
seen
or
one.
two,
I've never seen
but none have a up and coming emerging pop star with an up and coming hit song on them.
And consider this. As we said, this was before we even knew who you were. You're the first person we've ever met in the sky.
That's
Do
true.
us a favor so that we continue to want to be in the sky and maybe we meet again and we are business for you. If no one's in the sky, you're out of work. 50% off.
15% of the
50.
50.
50% off
Okay, I'll
of
take
the
50%
wares.
off for
I will do 50% off, but and he sort of scrounges around in the mess at his feet, and you see him take out a book, and he says, "Now, how about I keep you to your word, right? You will give me 15% of the proceeds of your song, and I'll give you 50% off at my goods right now. But if you sign your name here, this book, which also you're more than welcome to purchase, but it's quite a hefty item. If you sign your names, I will be able to find exactly where you are at all times. So if you do not keep your word, then I know where to find you."
Yikes.
You know, all these people want to find us.
Everyone's really interested in keeping
Everybody
tabs
keeping
on us in this
tabs.
town.
Like, it's really ridiculous. Like, is the word nothing anymore? Is spoken language dead?
Not in Sanctuary. It's
Listen.
tough to find someone you can trust.
Listen,
I'm gonna message you first.
that's a little too steep, and we're in such
I don't think we
troubled
should be
waters.
followed by anyone.
No, so I think we have to pass on this offer. I have to unfortunately tell you that you have lost the opportunity to get 15% from the newest upcoming hit song that's gonna hit Sanctuary. But maybe I can buy a healing potion off of you.
Sure. I'm sorry it's not working out.
No,
but
I'm sorry for you.
yes.
You haven't heard so.
No, I haven't.
And now
But
you never will.
And you never will. I was gonna perform it for you and maybe listen and see if the organ worked into it, but oh well, dems to breaks.
I suppose stems to breaks. So, anyway, would you like a healing potion? Or
What else do you have?
well, I have healing potions. I have vials of acid. I have vials of poison. I have blankets. I have smoke sticks. I have binoculars.
I want
That's
to know about
it?
those binoculars.
Well, I have all the random stuff, but those are the stuff I have a lot of.
Anything interesting and unique?
Well, I have this magical book. I have some other things, but those are going to cost you, what, 50, 80, 100 stone. These are magical artifacts, aren't they?
How much for those
Well-
binoculars?
Binoculars are 1 stone each.
Well, that's what I have. And that's what I wanted. Can I have the binoculars,
Well,
please?
of course. Well, I have some orange ones, and I have some red ones, and I have some green ones.
I want the green ones. Any chance you'd take 10 potatoes for them instead of 1 stone?
Good question. Wait, no, they're worth way more. Way more than 1 stone.
I
You
think
can't
I'll-
give away my potatoes.
They're good.
No,
I'm really in the
fresh.
stone business here.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna try to whisper.
Screaming,
Let's-
no!
Let's amp up the value of the potato. I'll give you 5 stone for 5 potatoes for 1 stone.
That's not going to be enough stone
Oh,
for
no.
the 1 potato.
You think as a businessman I haven't seen tricks being pulled on me?
One-
You're in the
one-
same
one
balloon
stone,
trying to raise
one
the
potato.
price.
Wait.
No. That's not a fair trade at
Wait.
all.
Wait, you had potatoes this whole time?
Or
Wait, I'll do
2 stone, 1 potato.
Yeah.
That's more like it. Now we're talking.
Okay.
I'll take 2 potatoes for 4 stone.
Well, yes, that's the 2-for-1 that I'm talking about.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Okay, let's do a trade.
We didn't.
Everyone make a persuasion or deception check.
We're the absolute most disgusting worst.
Okay. I'm gonna get a 13.
9.
Deception?
Oh my god, I rolled a
Nine.
motherfucking.
I got an 18. I have a really high deception.
I don't know what the price of potatoes are these days, but
Don't you know about the drought?
Okay. If you give me 1 stone and 2 potatoes, I'll give you 2 binoculars.
Anyone else want binoculars?
I think, how about just 2 potatoes for the binoculars?
What? No, I want stone. Stone is my
He
business.
wants
He
stone.
wants stone.
But
We
sure. I'll give you the 1 stone, the 2 potatoes for 2 pairs of binoculars.
Okay, green, 2 green.
1 green, 1
Orange.
orange.
Okay, 1 green, 1 orange, 1 stone, 2
It
potatoes.
goes with the new
The
ornament
orange
I've been
pair.
wearing.
Okay, you can have the orange pair.
It's sunset raspberry.
What type of... Oh, it's a turtle.
He's a turtle, yes.
I would actually take a healing potion. How much are those?
Those are 2 stone each.
That's a little steep.
How about 4 potatoes?
How about two potatoes, 1
I
stone?
really don't want potatoes. I want stone. There are plenty of balloons in the sky that will give me stone. I think I have reasonable prices. 2 stones is not that much for a healing potion. You know, that could save your life, it could.
So could potatoes if you run out of food.
Well, sure.
Especially in the sky, you can't grow anything up here.
Well, then you can keep the potatoes and have those mend your wounds.
I mend my own wounds.
Okay, well, fine. And he unhooks his hook.
Wait.
Okay, what?
I want to know about the unique things that you have, this book, and what else? You know, the only way to stay rich is to not spend. But, of course, we have more than we let on.
Well, how much do you have?
Well, if I told you, then I wouldn't be a very good bargainer, now would I?
Yes, but if I told you, I wouldn't be a very good businessman. You
Well,
see,
you can't be a businessman if you don't tell us what you have. You don't have to tell us how much.
Well, I can also be attacked. I will be thieved if I reveal what I have. But I've shown you the book. I have other magical artifacts. Now, do you have 50 stone?
I have 4 times that.
What about this? And he takes out, he digs into a pile, and he takes out this big cloak, and he puts it out in front of you. And he says, this cloak contains great magical power. Now, I've shown you what I have. Show me what you have.
Do you have anything? Prestidigitation, a little bag of stone.
Prestidigitation. Does that create a small illusion?
No, I think that's minor illusion. I think it's just
Yeah.
a little. It's like adding flair to the last sentence. Like it's like a little punctuation.
Yeah, I don't think you can create.
I just say,
That would never fit me.
and I push it back.
All right. Now, I know it's tough out here, but listen, I'm around. And if you want these items and you want to pay for them, well, I'm around. And you can always come back. But I loved getting to know you guys. And if you want anything else, I'm here.
Your basket is lovely.
Thank you, as is yours. Is it new?
Thank you.
Do you own? Rent?
Rented.
Oh, rented. Okay.
But thank you, all the same.
Of course, you fit right in. It
Oh,
seems
my
like it's yours.
goodness. So, you think we'll run into any other balloon community?
Maybe, yes. There's a couple of people who fly around, but no other really in-the-air sellers. You know, I'm really the one.
Well, good for you. You got the market corner.
Yes.
They love to hear first to market, apparently.
What?
Being first to market, the one, like having, a monopoly on the market. So you have a monopoly on the
on
air
market, on air
yes.
shops.
So
Yeah,
you're
yes.
first to market.
Oh, fantastic. Are you a businesswoman?
Well, I am technically because I am an artist and I tried to sell you on 50% of my song, but you said no.
How
but
do you think we got so much money?
Yes, because I'm a
And I
singer-songwriter.
haven't seen it personally, but
Well, you said the same thing. We don't want to be thieved.
no, that's true.
What's
but
the-
I showed you my wares.
Yeah, that's a
you're-
little cool.
That's literally your job.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be weird if we suddenly were like... Anyway.
I picture you unhooked a while ago. I picture we're now feeling this.
Well,
I'm sorry.
yes, that is true. Yeah, Boo Boo
Boo the fool.
really has
Boo
some
Boo
other
the fool,
people
that's what you
who
are.
will pay some stone for some stuff. And as he floats away, well, it was lovely to meet you all. Good luck with the song.
Nice to meet you, Boo Boo.
And he
I don't need
fades.
luck.
I say that. That's that loud.
How do we get rich here?
Well, you had an idea at one point of maybe selling some of this Centropoint tech we're carrying around, but I don't
Well,
think that...
he might be exactly the person to sell it to. Boo boo!
But also, don't you think it's actually kind of needed?
Yeah, we might
I
need
think
it.
we only need probably one of each.
We've got freaking hoverboards, no? Those
Oh,
would be
wait.
great.
As he strikes his sword, he comes back. Yes.
Oh.
No.
Well, well, yeah, I think we do because we have like surplus. Of
How
some of
many
this
do we
stuff.
have?
We did take a time.
I have 6 Centrobands, 4 bumps of dust, and 20 potatoes. I have 6 Centrobands, so between the 4 of us, we probably only need 4. No?
Centrobands, yeah. We also took the
The
flying discs, no?
Yeah, you have some center flyers, or I think
I
you
think
did.
I
but
took the center flyers. Yeah, I forgot how
I
many
feel like
though.
we should keep the center flyers.
I remember. I think I remember what happened. I think you also got 4 or 6. 6, I mean.
You'd
I think
I'd
we
write
rolled a
that kinda thing
d6, and then we were both like 6.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
we did score
We
big
could
for
sell
sure.
1 and 1. I really do think we should keep some.
Boo boo.
You should have the, yeah.
We might not be rich in stone, you might see through it, but we are rich in wares.
okay.
Rare wares.
If you bring out a potato right now, I
no,
swear.
no,
to-
no.
What?
I'll take out 1 Centroband.
It's one center flyer.
Do you know what these are?
The lady was.
Oh, we
too
got him.
spontaneous.
We got him.
He's stunned.
We got him.
Uh-oh.
Where did you get these?
We bought them off of another traveling waresman like you. We're not totally sure what they are, but
Make a deception check.
The dice have been dirty to me tonight.
You are a stunning warrior.
Bardic inspiration.
18 already.
Okay. Well, you have it for later.
Okay, yeah, I'll
Unless
use it
you want
later.
it.
No, I'm gonna hold on to it for later. Unless I get the sense I need it.
Where? What traveling salesman?
well, we were down at the docks.
Yeah, he was
Port
wearing.
Koth somewhere. I don't know. It was just a man. He was covered, but
Yeah.
they looked fancy. To us. He seemed quite keen to get rid of them.
Interesting. It's made its way down to Port Koth.
What has? What has?
What are these?
Are these not good?
Yeah, it's a type of device that I don't know, could change the fates here.
In what way?
I don't know. It seems like people are utilizing them to bolster their forces, or
Oh.
Militaristically, people are using them.
So you
think
could
so in the north.
You could say perhaps they're priceless.
I could, but unfortunately for you, I don't want anything to do with these tainted goods.
In the north, that's Koth's
Ter Rana.
Ter Rana, but the goddess, like the sister Koth versus Rana.
Rana.
Run.
Rana is the north.
Mhm.
Okay.
Interesting.
Do you not think that this technology in the hands of the right Kothians might strengthen our potential, or maybe more importantly, someone who, if the worst happens, the ability to escape out at a pretty high cost.
Listen, here's my advice. If you want to sell these, you're gonna want to get somebody like me, but it's somebody that has less at stake. Somebody who I'm not aligned with any party here, but I don't want to have anything to do with it. You need somebody who isn't aligned with any party, but is willing to get a little messy.
We certainly don't want anything to do with it either. Do you suggest anyone where we could sell it?
There's somebody who travels the sands, not in the sky, but on the ground. I don't talk to him much, but he might be willing to sell to you.
Okay.
That's all I know.
No name, know where we can find him?
What does he look like?
He's a Yuanti. He travels around in a group of them. They move. I don't really know exactly where to find them, but they're down there. They're always down there.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, sorry for the fright.
That's all right.
And thank you for the information.
Of course. And he unhooks and flies
I'm gonna throw a potato.
at him, at his
Just
head,
like no, like into his
mouth.
no, into his basket.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
in case.
Thank you. That's very kind. And he floats away.
No, it's nice.
Make a friend.
And you continue to float.
That is not how I expected that to go.
I thought we would be rich.
Wait, can I have one of those bands? You guys have all of them.
Yes.
Sure.
I'll pass out a band to the four of us.
Same.
And do we need stone to like use it? Is that right?
Yes, there seems to be an indent in there.
I'm gonna secretly put this stone in there.
Okay.
Secretly.
You fit that stone in there, and immediately it attaches, locking into the center band.
Is there a way to hide it underneath all my bangles and other wrist adornments?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Probably sleeves.
Yeah, great.
Cool.
What is it?
I think I might have told you this
I feel
like you did,
before. It's
Sending
giving
stone.
sending stone. From what you've
Yes.
seen at the party when you saw
Yes, people were talking
Oscar
like, yeah.
and some other
yeah.
Aarakocra using it, you got the sense that you could speak across long distances to
Great.
people who have another one.
Yeah, I'll keep it hidden for now.
Did we get this sense, or do we have any idea if it uses stone? Like, do you need to recharge it, or is it just like put it in and you're good?
You don't have any sense.
Can I take my stone out?
You cannot take your stone out. And in fact, I will take that stone from you. But I do
You
think
just lost 5.
No, I had the stone because he gave it to
I
me.
know, isn't that 5 stone? Is it?
Maybe.
it is 5 stone. Yes.
Oh.
I would just try. I was doing an experiment. I should have put in this disc anyway. Seems very useful. Anyway, you knew. You knew.
What? I knew what?
I have
was
4
gonna do
bumps.
that.
Y'all have had this the whole time.
I have 4 bumps of dust. Can I like put one of the bumps of dust in it and see if it does anything?
Yeah. You put it in and
Y'all look great.
nothing happens.
All right, I empty it out.
Do a little bit.
Yeah.
Does it look like a circular? Like, does it have to be a 5? Or does it look like it would fit like a 1?
It seems to be circular.
We each need 5 to do the sending stones.
Sell some of them.
And the journey over the sands is long. And I'm going to skip ahead in time a little bit and ask you all, over the next couple of hours, is there anything that you're interested in doing as you fly? Is there anything you want to speak about or do on your journey?
I'd like to rest if it's that long rest.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking
did we long rest last night?
You did long rest
Okay.
last night, yeah.
Oh,
So you left in the morning, and yeah, it's now like afternoon. It's not nighttime, but you do have. You didn't really ask how long the journey is to Kihoj, but you didn't seem, when you said 2 days, it didn't seem that he was baffled by that. So you don't really know how long it is to Kihoj, but you know you have many hours ahead of you. So is there anything that you'd like to do?
No.
no.
Just kick it.
Just hang on.
We've already kind of.
Yeah.
Done our role playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I'm keeping an eye out for this Yuanti that he spoke of, or pack of Yuanti.
Mm-hmm.
Make
In
a
the
perception
sands.
check.
I'm gonna get. Where's my dice? No. I'm gonna get a natural 20.
Okay, fantastic.
No. 13.
13.
I'll use. Well, can I use a guidance on myself? I don't know.
Sure.
17.
Over the next couple of hours, you sit and you recuperate and you look out at the which also you can short rest if you'd like to. You can, but you look out at the sands as the dunes pass by, thinking about where you've come from, thinking about where you're going, thinking about who you're going to find, and Tybalt, as you look out outside of the balloon towards the sands, you're sort of hoping that a new image will arise from these sands, something that happened so quickly when you first looked at it and hasn't happened since. But also looking to see if you see this sort of traveling cellar that you know of amongst the sands, and for miles and miles and miles you don't see anything. Until at a certain point you start to see something in the sand and you get a little excited. You realize, like, I'm about to have another vision. And at that moment, you see this figure wrestle out of the sand and fly towards you.
Oh my god. He
As
scared me, you guys.
This huge bird rises, sand falling out of its wings, flying towards the balloon, and another one out of the sand, and I need you all to roll
He
initiative.
scared me, you guys.
Concerned the second the squared sand came up. I was like,
Smart.
Sir.
Yeah.
Initiative? Okay.
Ugh.
That was scary.
Well, they caught. They caught, of course.
Caught me off guard.
All right.
I don't know. No, I just mean that.
Oh no.
No, no.
I got a 9.
I also got a 9.
Whoa.
That'll die.
Bietel deal.
Really?
Yeah.
I got a 6.
I got a 1.
Okay, so let me write that down. Okay, 9. You wait.
We both got 9s. I'm ahead of Jordan.
Okay. So, that's going to be Tybalt, Vibrant. What did you get, Macy?
13.
13. So that is going to be. Okay. That is going to be Eve. All right, so the first bird, the one that comes out, this saffron bird, comes out, and it is going to. The first thing it's going to do is it is going to attempt to break the balloon.
Girl,
With a 19,
what?
that is going to be only 2 points of damage to the balloon itself. As you see this bird fly past its claws, digging into this leather. You see this where the stitching of the patchwork is. It tries to take up the stitching. That is going to be 2 damage for that. Eve, now it is your turn.
Rude. All right, I'm gonna cast Compelled Duel on the one that just did that, I guess.
All right, that's going to be the
That's this one?
yellow one, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cast Compelled Duel on him. I believe Wisdom save.
Okay, a wisdom save.
Yes,
That is going to be a 13.
that fails. So
Okay.
the creature is drawn to you. Compelled. It has disadvantage on attack rolls against anything other than me, and must make a Wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away from me.
Okay. Got it.
And then I'm gonna fire my crossbow at them as well.
Okay. The same one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the other one.
Okay.
Only because off the top of my head, I don't remember if that like breaks it or anything. Finally!
That's a good one.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. Yeah.
4 points of damage with that.
4 points of damage. As you see this other bird, you see this bird fly up to you, and you see it's made of this sort of reddish sand that the Saffron Sands sort of is known for, and as it starts to caw, you see this arrow as you shoot it off. It flies into and sort of past this bird's mouth. You start to realize that these birds are made of the sand.
So it doesn't seem to take any damage.
It does seem to be hurt by that. It definitely does. But it just strikes you as
Did I seem to
completely
get
strange.
Its attention when I cast Compelled Duel, though, is it like...
Oh, the other one. Definitely.
Yes. Okay,
that
okay.
works for
Okay.
sure.
That's my turn.
Cool. And with that, it is actually going to be Maple Jean's turn.
Of course!
As I'm going to go to the killers and ask, what does Maple Jean do? Dagger or longbow? Exclamation point vote dagger or exclamation point vote longbow?
Or option
Dagger. Can we
E,
reach them?
eats.
What?
Can we reach them?
No, but she can throw it.
I see. These are pretty.
I painted that one with Jordan on the
Wow.
Patreon exclusive live stream, of course. Well, I painted this one too, but I painted that one a long time ago.
I see.
That's really an Asimar. And the orange one is an Aarakocra.
This one's nice. Oh, pretty.
I have always been so proud of that one.
Yeah,
The way
this
that I
is
did the
really
wings, I love.
Yeah, this is awesome. I like that the plastic of the wings is like clear too. That's cool.
I know. I love when they come like that.
Yeah, that's cool. I think he was
Yeah, I think kind of like here. Eek, although I really should get. Well, maybe I should do that. In fact, I should.
Get what?
Poor queen.
Oh.
Check this out.
Oh, you're that kind of girl.
Oh, you didn't know.
So you're a girl like that. Okay. I had no
Finally, he's taking it seriously. Oh.
Look at you.
Boom, boom,
Oh
boom, boom.
my god.
Whoa.
Oh, right, because you went for the balloon. Whoa.
Oh, he's high up.
Yeah.
Which one did you just attack?
Cute.
That one?
Well, both of them compelled the one that's up and then attacked the
Okay.
one that was below. Okay, so with that, it's going to be a tie. So I'm gonna go to you guys. Does she dagger or longbow? Maple Jean.
Longbow.
Longbow. And with that,
She gonna jump out of the balloon?
Oh, throw it is what I was supposed to
Oh.
To me,
Oh.
she doesn't seem the
Little
most like
dagger, not- yeah.
dexterous.
She doesn't seem I think both of them are dexterity, no?
I know, that's what I'm saying. It isn't-
okay, that is going to be a dirty 20 to hit, which will hit, and she is going
Talk your
to.
talk.
I'll see myself out.
Go ahead and talk.
I'm leaving.
That is going to be 6 piercing damage as she aims her bow, and of course, as she would, she says, "Well, I'm full of vinegar."
Of course.
Of course,
He always says that.
it's someone who is energetic or spirited.
Full of
Full of vinegar.
Love
This
that.
she
I've
has
known her
this
for a long
list.
time. She
I
says
took
this.
this out and I was like, oh, she has a list of southern
Sayings.
sayings. Yeah.
Shouldn't she know those?
What?
She's from the south.
You think
Maybe.
you know him? I've never heard that.
Okay, as she is
South.
going to deal that same one 6 damage, and that is going to be Tybalt's turn.
Fantastic. Okay, I think from I'm going to on this one cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
And so
Can you
what? See?
see?
I mean, can I stick my head out?
Yeah, you can spend your movement to go. I know it's tough, but you could spend your movement to go on the other side of the balloon
Yeah.
to cast Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and move yourself there? I know it's like a crazy.
Well, I guess it would be crazy in real life.
Yeah, true.
I mean, will that work? Like, can I see
Sure,
her,
yeah,
him
yeah,
from,
sure.
them from there? Okay. Gonna cast Moonbeam. They have to make a con saving throw. And they also have, I don't know if this, because as you said, they're made of sand, a shape changer must make its saving throw with disadvantage.
This is not a shape changer.
Okay.
But I will say that their con saving throw was an 11.
Okay, mine wins.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do 2d10 damage. Not so bad. Okay. 16 damage?
16 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, and what does that look like?
Well, I think I look over and I think Moonbeam obviously supposed to be from the moon, but in my vision, from the ground,
Yeah.
I erect a carrot that sort of launches up in an orange light,
orange
mystical light, and just hits them.
And I'm sorry, which one you're hitting the one above?
Yeah.
Okay, well, how do you want to do this?
Work. Well, when the carrot goes up, I want it to impale the thing, and I want it to burn off its wings so it falls to the. Well, falls. Can I grab its dead body as it falls?
I'm gonna ask you, where do you want the death to happen?
I
Based
want it
off-
to happen in the air, and I want it to fall and see if I can grab the body.
Okay, if you want it to happen in the air, you cannot grab the dead body. Because as soon as this carrot orange beam of light hits the sand. The sand, you hear as it explodes in this shard of sand. And that is going to be a death burst. And
What?
the balloon, the top of the balloon is going to take 10 damage as you see these sharp pieces of sand slice into the top, and you do see one of the flaps start to open up, flapping in the wind.
My mistake. Who's nimble? Get up there and sew it. I know you sew your costumes.
Okay. That is going to be, is that going to be your turn?
That'll be it.
Okay, Vibrant, it's your turn.
Okay, am I 60 feet away from this?
Way less, yeah.
Oh, perfect.
That's like about there. So that's like probably going to be like
I'm going to
10.
first cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay, cool.
They need to do a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Okay, that's going to be a 4 from them.
Yeah, fail. Well, that's 15 psychic damage.
Awesome. And what do you, how does
And they
what
have
does
to
that
move
look like?
immediately, must use its reaction immediately on using it. It's, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Okay, fantastic. What does that look like?
I put on a microphone, like one of those like Britney Spears microphones that I always have tucked in. If you have to ask where it comes from, it was always there. It comes
Totally.
a little bit out, and I go, "Let's do this," and I start whispering my newest hit song at the time, which right now it's So.
At the time.
So it's So. You know, I'll eat your blowhole. Whoa, whoa. You know the lyrics
Yeah,
are So.
yeah,
But then
of course.
I slide in a few like, "You're ugly. You stone those tights.
Fantastic.
You're that color orange is not. You're more of a burnt orange. That's a lighter orange."
Yeah,
You know,
you-
a few insults in there.
Amazing. As you put on this performance, you see the bird sort of racked with mental pain from your cutting words.
Yeah.
It says it immediately has to move away?
It on its reaction, it has to move immediately as far away.
On
as
its
possible.
reaction,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. And it doesn't have to. It's not frightened, right?
It's not frightened. It
okay.
has to move away from you.
Okay.
Can I keep going?
Yeah.
And it doesn't die? The other one died at 16 damage.
This did not die.
Okay. I'm gonna use my feline agility to move up to where hopefully the flap is open. If I can.
Okay. Yes.
So I have 60 feet of movement.
Okay. How are you attempting to do that?
Well, I have cat claws, so I can like.
So just climb.
I also have like a climbing speed through my like feline, being Tabaxi.
Cool.
So,
So you're climbing up the ropes.
Yes, I'm
to
climbing
top.
up the ropes. Up
Okay,
to the
sweet.
top.
Make a. You can definitely make it up to where the cut is. Make a acrobatics check or dexterity check.
I'm amazing, and I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on myself. As well.
Fantastic.
Where's better acrobatics? The same thing.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
Not the dissonant whispers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use my Bardic Inspiration.
Sure.
Sure.
Ooh, okay.
Council.
23.
23.
What's 15 plus 8?
You sort of claw up as you hear the wind, the sandy wind sort of rush past you. You see this flap flapping in the wind, and you see below you a huge fall down to the sandy floor below. But you make it up. You climb up the ropes, and you climb up to where the gash is.
Great. I'll hang out there for now.
Okay, cool. At the end of this turn, I'm going to go to the killers now and ask, how far do they fall? 500 feet or all the way? Exclamation point vote 500 or exclamation point vote all?
Because the flap in 6 seconds.
This is up to them.
I mean, you would lose air really quickly
Yeah. From not having a balloon anymore.
from the balloon having a big pump.
From it not being a balloon.
Yeah.
It also wasn't sure that the bird would hit, but she did.
Girl, she
Well, she did. She didn't break it at first.
Yeah, it was me.
By killing it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right.
It might have attacked again too, but.
So what do you guys do?
For a living,
Yeah.
I'm unemployed.
Been there.
I'm currently working on my resume.
Okay, and with that, throughout all this commotion, you see this all happen, and you feel you start to fall, but the flap is still keeping you up a little bit as you sort of fall hundreds of feet down. But not all the way, as you still are stable up in the air. At that, I'm going to say that you guys are 500 feet down. I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to take this, who is now 500 feet up in the air. This guy.
Wow. He's done.
Well. You don't
Well,
know,
he's
but
not dead, but he's far away.
yeah. But with those birds taken care of, Eve, it's your turn.
So we're falling rapidly.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's a hole in the side of it.
There's a hole in sort of the top side. Yeah.
Okay. Do I get
Vibrant is up there, on top of the balloon.
There's this like netting around it.
Yeah.
Do I get any sense that we would be able to climb up there? We're falling quickly. I'm gonna cast Misty Step to go to that spot
Cool.
and try to help.
Yeah. You sort of see from inside
Patch it.
from inside the basket, you see sort of the patch that is flapping in the wind, and you can see as it flaps, you see flashes of Vibrant's face over it looking, and so.
I'm gonna try to Misty Step on the inside. Is there anything I could hold on to in there?
Yeah, there's more netting. Yeah.
Is it like fire in there? Like,
Hot.
No,
is it like hot air in there?
it is hot. Yeah, but
I can
it's not. Yeah.
I'm gonna go on the inside to try to like hold the flap in place to give Vibrant, to like help Vibrant patch it.
Okay, cool. Is that your turn?
I mean, I guess I'll try to patch
Try
it
to patch
myself
it?
too. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make a dexterity check or a sleight of hand check, or a first aid. It's so crazy now. The Call of Cthulhu things are in my mind.
God damn! Like,
Girl.
I don't know,
Outer
like
Saboteur.
so
You need
Outer
badly this campaign. 10.
With a 10, you try to keep it stable, and it's like it's flapping as you guys are falling. All of the air is rushing out of this hole, and so you feel sort of like this wind tunnel.
Then I'll just do my best to hold it still.
Okay.
To hopefully help Vibrant on her turn.
Okay, great. And at that, Maple Jean is going to yell to you, how can I help?
Girl, I don't know.
IDK girl, just do something.
Can you slow us down? Do you have any of that kind of thing?
It's a good question. She doesn't. She is also going to Misty Step. She has a Misty Step. She's going to Misty Step, sort of hanging on by her hands as her hooves dangle. And she is going to try to sort of take two of her hooves and keep one corner in place as you keep another corner in place. And that is going to be her turn.
That's awesome.
As Tybalt, it's your turn.
I am going to look at Vibrant and cast Guidance. And then I'm going to just pray to Taro, and I'll say,
If it is our time, then let us regrow as root vegetables. But if not, let us live!
Fantastic.
Awesome.
And is that your turn?
yeah,
Say less, King.
I'm not getting up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know I'm not getting up there.
I don't think we want you up there, to be honest.
Then
I'll fall off.
Yeah.
Then Vibrant, it is your turn.
Well, somebody's got to mend this. I'm gonna pull some string and some loose linen off my my outfits because they're not constructed perfectly. And I'm gonna try to sew them with my claws, like in and out.
Cool. Yeah, roll a dexterity check or a sleight of hand check.
Does she have help since we're holding it for her?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pull some string.
Do it
and
with
you have
advantage.
Guidance.
So advantage.
Advantage and with guidance, yeah.
Thank God.
Guidance is D4.
Thank God.
Okay, and it's dexterity.
Yes.
That is 21.
With a 21, yeah, you quickly try to sew this together, and eventually you're falling at this huge rate. You hear the wind rushing past you, but eventually you put that last stitch in there, and you feel the balloon start to fill up again and slow down as you guys float. Now much closer to the ground than you were, but just floating.
Can I pull out my binoculars and look for that chicken in the sky?
Yeah. Make a perception check.
The guy who just attacked us.
Oh, that is not.
I'm pulling out my binoculars as well, and I'm looking for where we're like a place to land, like a safe place to land.
18.
18. Why don't you go ahead and roll a perception check as well?
I will.
You got this, girl.
Carson, I will.
You know what? Go ahead.
You said perception?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? 3.
A 3. With a 3, you
But I tell the
do
story.
see something, and it is somebody holding an arrow right at you guys from the sand, as it shoots out, and you can swear it's coming right at you. As Vibrant, you see in the sky this bird flying as it flies down towards you, and suddenly an arrow flies past the balloon, shooting into this saffron bird, exploding it like a firework of sand in the sky. And that's what you see as the figure with a 3 you thought was shooting at you was actually shooting at this bird that was coming towards you. And you hear from the ground, "Hello? Hello? Are you safe?"
Barely. Can we land here?
Yeah, come on down.
Okay.
Champion.
Champion. The fire goes out as your balloon slowly starts to lower, and as it's lowering, you're still sort of going north, and you sort of skim this large dune. As you skim it, you see in the distance what looks to be a small camp, and there are tents and a big sort of, from this distance, it seems to be an oasis, kind of a water, a pool in the center. And you see this figure sort of running to catch up with the speed of your balloon over this dune and towards this camp as you guys slowly drift into the sand, your balloon falling over onto the sand, and everyone roll a dexterity saving throw.
My first nat 20.
Yay! It's gonna be an 11.
Feels good.
What are we making?
A dexterity saving throw.
1.
Okay.
12.
12. The two of you sort of hang on as the basket sort of slides through the sand. Tybalt, you with your weight and size, it's hard. It's hard to. It's true with your tallness, with your size. It's hard to stabilize yourself as you fall out of the basket, and you are gonna take 1d10. No, sorry. 1d6 damage.
42 points of damage.
I have all of these different things depending on whether you fell lightly or really fast or just a regular landing. 1d10 is about not a regular landing. But with a natural
my
one.
tailbone.
And you see this figure run over to you. Are you okay?
Oh, no, I'm not. Can you help me?
Yes, I can take you to our healer. Hey. And she holds out her hand, she takes it, and she helps you up.
What is your name?
Teti. What's your name?
Daughter of Asana?
Yes, you know her?
Well, not as well as they do.
I'm gonna roll for hot. How old?
Yeah, you think Lincoln mid-20s.
It's 3.
Me.
Hi, so lovely to meet you. I know your mother really well, apparently.
Really well, how?
Well, she led us onto a drug boat where we did a lot of drugs. She was really helpful, though.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Vibrant Jewel. I'm an up-and-coming artist.
Hi. Yeah, that sounds like her.
I'm gonna walk up to Tybalt and put a hand on his shoulder and lay on hands for whatever healing you need. How many points was that?
Only 3.
Okay. Yeah, hand on his shoulder. Hi,
Hi, what's your name?
my name's Eve. You're Teti?
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Eve. Why'd, if I may ask, why the look? You're very,
Your mom just told me a lot about you. I think we...
Oh, sorry, I wasn't meaning sort of like emotional look. You're dressed quite, conservatively.
Oh, yeah, that's just what I like to wear.
Okay. Well,
It's not nice to ask people these things.
Sure. There's no judgment here. We're not really...
You immediately judged her on the way that she looked. You said she dressed
You did.
conservatively, and I understand that you might think that that means that she's not, hip or whatever, but she's doing this for her own benefit, don't you think?
Yeah, I just was hoping that it wasn't to hide from us. We don't have the same stuff here as other places. So, totally, if that's what I thought it was a protective measure, not a personal measure.
No. Where are we?
This is Camp Susasha. And she starts walking you over the dunes and to this camp. You see tents all around, and in the center, what you thought was like an oasis or a pool or a lake seems to be man-made. It seems to be on sort of sticks with this huge tarp in the center, and these 2 jugs of water that is sort of pouring in to this big man-made pool. And you see not that many people around. Everyone you see is a Yuanti, a snake person, but they're collecting a lot of snakes in big barrels, and you see one person in an apron sort of dumping them into this big pool in the center, as she walks you through and says, "So, what are you doing in the sands? You're passing through, or sorry you ran into the the sand beasts? There, a lot of our people are out fighting right now, fighting some, and that's why I don't know, we're so sparse right
Can
now."
I get a quick insight check on her?
Yeah, go ahead.
She seems totally fine.
What'd you get?
Well, that's a good question. 3.
Yeah, you don't know how to read her, but she seems to be telling the truth.
Cool.
But you're here. I'll take you to. You need healing? I'll take you.
No, my good friend Eve just gave me a booster.
Okay.
I'm sorry if this comes off like really rude or whatever, like too personal, but we saw Asana today, and she said she was looking for you.
Yeah.
Are you looking for her?
No.
Yeah. Why is she so desperado to find you?
Well, I think that she's got a lot of answering to do. Maybe she's not that I'm seeking those answers. I just think that she might feel a little strange about our relationship. She left. She was here for a time until she left. So
Why'd she leave?
Well, I mean, in some ways she chose the dust over us, over me. I think she got addicted to that, and she chose that life, and that's what she did.
She didn't seem like
No.
strung out or anything when we met her.
No, she's strong. She's strong. She's cool. She's cool to talk to. I just don't really have the desire to anymore. But
So what is this place?
it's a camp. We sort of we exist on our own. We travel around. We avoid the beasts, the sand beasts, and we live outside of the realms of the communities that have formed here. We try to exist as a self-containing unit of people, and that's it. We have celebrations. We have, holidays. We sort of are creating our sort of utopia here.
So you're separate from everything that's going on politically, or do you?
Yeah, we try to be.
You have no ties to either side of this thing.
No.
Insight check on that.
Yeah, well, an insight check.
I've heard from perhaps I don't know if you know a turtle named Boo Boo, but Boo Boo was saying that if we were looking to trade, we might find a group of Yuanti willing to trade some interesting and rare items. I was wondering if that might be your troop.
Well, I don't know Boo Boo, but I do think that Boo Boo might be referring to junk. Yeah, he's over there. And you see a tent that is, well, it's made of junk. And she sort
It
of
looks
points.
just like Boo Boo's place.
I'm
I got
gonna
an
walk over to Junk and
Um,
exit the conversation and
cool.
allow it to happen.
Do you guys like some tea? Jadra, Grandma Jadra, she makes some tea.
Say that name one more time.
Jadra.
Zaj.
Jadra. Yeah,
Grandma
Jajra.
Jadra.
That's right.
Jadra.
Yeah, closer.
Jadra.
Yeah, closer.
Jadra. You know, I really would love some tea. Herbal?
I don't know, but she walks into the tent and she's like, Grandma Jadra? And you see this old Yuanti look up and she's sort of helping. There's somebody like lying down, sort of wrapped up, clearly been damaged in battle, and like wrapped up in bandages. And she looks up and she says, "Oh yes,
Hi.
hello."
So sorry to overstep.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on the person that she is dealing with while I'm like talking to her.
I wanted to ask what kind of tea you're serving because if it's anything that's green or black, it really upsets my little tummy. So I was hoping that it was an herbal solution because most herbals are really good for my vocal cords.
Yes, it's made of different flowers and plants that I find around as we travel.
Well, that's absolutely
desert plants, like
Oh.
the flowers that bloom on the spiky plants that are.
Well, that's absolutely stunning, and I would love a cup.
Right. Yes.
And this guy is pretty good now.
You look over and while it does, you get the sense that your spell worked, but it doesn't seem like this man is healed.
I'm doing this stuff.
You are a healer yourself.
I only know a few healing spells, but most of them come through song.
Oh.
Normally I would sing to him. Maybe it would have been more of a potent spell, but again, vocal cords a little fried, so need that tea.
Oh, right. Right. Well, she goes over and she starts to sort of boil a pot.
Am I a monster? I just feel like I really need some tea right now.
No, for your chords.
And she hands you a cup of tea.
Thank you so much, Jadra.
Yes, of course.
Jadra.
She takes one herself and starts to drink. Yeah.
Jadra.
Shadra, is
Shadra.
Teti still here too?
Yeah. Teti's around. Teti is like.
Shonda.
Teti, as you enter the sort of infirmary tent, she's sort of outside. She's talking to the man with the apron, who's like dumping these snakes into this like sort of pool.
Okay. I'll go back to her.
Okay.
Teti, if you don't mind my asking, how come this whole place is all Yuanti people?
Well, we. Roll. Are you trying to hide? Roll a stealth check for me.
Okay. 21. Fucking finally!
Well, we're naturally drawn to the sands. We can travel across it really well. And yeah, we live well out here.
What do you mean?
Well,
Versus.
versus creatures that need water, grung, other sort of amphibian type creatures, turtles.
I guess I mean that in other places in Sanctuary, I've seen such a mix of the types of people that I'm seeing, and there's just Yuanti here.
I do think that that's happened to a lot of different places. Like, Kihoj is now pretty much all loxodon. The Minotaur have run over Port Koth, pretty much. Not that this is necessarily bad. People tend to flock to things that are familiar to them, but we do have a history. You want to see it? We have like a tent.
A history tent?
Yeah, we have like, the history of our people.
Sure.
And she sort of walks you through the tents, and towards like this large tent in the back. And what are you doing?
I'm going to junk.
Okay.
I'm going junk.
Yeah. You're up to junk, and
Junk!
hello.
Might I say,
Junk!
you and I share a friend.
Who's that?
Boo Boo.
Oh, I know Boo Boo. Yes.
Boo Boo sent me here.
Oh, okay. To do what?
Oh, I had wares,
Oh,
unique wares that he was unwilling to trade and said that maybe junk might be interested, so...
Sure. Show me.
I'll take out a center band.
And not only this, we also have, center flyers.
Sure. I'd give you 20 stone each for these.
For the bands or the flyers?
Both.
Well, that's it.
Yes.
Okay. It was lovely meeting you.
Okay. You walk out.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you going?
I'm looking around.
Junk!
Hey, buddy.
Looking around to see if any of my friends are anywhere.
Okay. You see right next to Junk's tent is the infirmary tent. So you would see sort of through a parted curtain. You would see that Vibrant is there with Jajra. And you would see sort of walking across the camp is Eve with Asana.
I think as soon as I lay eye on my friends, I say, and I turn back to Junk.
Okay.
I'm not interested in my friends. I forgot to ask Junk a question.
You drive a hard bargain, Junk. I thought when I left the tent... never mind. Do you happen to have plate armor? Excuse me for spraying you.
Yeah. I usually sell for like 10 stone. But it depends on what type. It's junk. It's not new. But yeah.
What do you mean, what type?
It really, he's talking about heavy armor.
Got it.
Like also, he has a lot of heavy armor.
Okay. What does he got? If he has,
What's he got?
Sorry, I need armor.
Yeah, get your armor down.
Let me see.
Sometimes a girl needs something.
I
From Junk.
mean, it's what I'm supposed to be wearing as this character.
So he does have all sorts of heavy armor.
I'm looking for plate.
Plate. He does have plate. It's significantly beat up, and it is. He sort of leads you over to it, and he says, "This one, obviously, this one is the most helpful. So it's gonna run you like 40 to 50.
But it is like a true, even though it's busted up, it's like same stats.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll give you 1 centroband and 10 potatoes.
I don't. Here we have all the food we need. I don't need any potatoes.
I'll give you 1 centroband and 3 stone, 23. We're almost there to your 40 because I know 40 leaves room for negotiation. So really, I'd get down to 25 anyway. So let's just do 23. A centroband and 3 stone.
How about just 2 centrobands?
I think they're worth more than 20. And I think you know that because I know if I sell them for you for 20, you'll sell them for 50. And that's why you're asking for 20. I too am a businessman.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm not a businessman. Okay, I'm gonna get a 17. Ooh, 16.
Very close.
19.
Okay.
And I'll guidance myself. If I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but
A centroband and 3 stone.
okay, work.
Also, why is it still playing this music? Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's like, is someone knocking at the door?
Oh no.
So I have plate armor.
Yes, you do have plate armor.
I just leveled up.
But
Yeah.
make
Let's
sure
go.
that you mark off that centroband.
I did.
Okay, cool.
20 AC,
Oh.
Oh.
up from 17.
Okay, Diva.
Yours at 17?
I was, yeah.
It's good.
Well, yeah. I'm a cleric, though. So I'm supposed to be good. So I gotta be fit.
Okay, cool. You have that.
Amazing.
Eve, you walk through.
As we're walking along first, if you don't mind,
Yeah,
I say
please.
sort of in my head, what is this place? What is this place? What is this place?
Roll a religion check.
$15.
15. When you walk through the camp, you say in your head,
I'm getting a weird feeling from this place. What is this?
you say, what is this place? What is this place? What is this place? And you're walking with Teti. You walk through the camp and into this large tent. She pulls back the curtain and you walk through. And when you walk through, still asking yourself, what is this place? What is this place? What is this place? You look around the tent and lining shelves and shelves along the walls in this tent are statues. Statues of a woman with snakes at her feet, crawling up her legs. And as you walk in, you look around, and there are 15 Yuanti in a circle all around you. And as you say, what is this place? You hear in your head, and at the same time, all of the people around you speak. Welcome home. And that's where we'll pick it up next.
I love that Jack's not here. Just
I know. He always leaves right when I'm like, I'm about to end it. But that's where we'll pick it up next time.
whoa. I love that we're getting into you. We're getting into you. We get into you.
Religion check is interesting
I know.
too.
Thank you guys for joining as we traverse the Saffron Sands and
Jeez.
our tech issues.
Yeah, period.
But kind of a bumpy start. But yeah, what an amazing session. Thank you guys.
Little episode.
That was really fun. I had a great time.
I love
Cool.
this campaign.
I love meeting Boo Boo.
Boo
love
Boo.
being back with
Yeah,
the
true.
Indian.
Boo Boo the Fool.
No,
Boo Boo from Bo.
but that's a very turtle name.
That is a very
Boo
strong Boo Boo.
Okay, see you guys next time.
Love ya.
Jack,
Cheers,
Jack's
love
out of
it.
here.
See you, Jack.
left. Jack left the show.
I'm gonna try the button that says stop streaming.
Yeah.